10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, live. All of that counting probably, and oh shit, the Foogies are here. Get out of here, Foogies.
Hello.
Wait.
We exist.
Wait. Did you change? Oh, right. Because this is just in my private call instead of my Discord, the names are different, so the duck appeared on the other side of me. I was like, what the fuck is the duck doing back there?
Fooging about.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, I'm going to change Honey's name to Anti-Phlogiston.
What? Why?
Because that's your secret identity.
What the fuck? Why would you do that?
The world needs to know that you're an Anti-Phlogiston, or is it Phlogiston?
Wait, where are you changing that?
I didn't change it. Not yet.
Oh. What? Where did you want to change it?
In my surfer.
Fuck. Is it because I rub asses?
Oh.
What?
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Damn.
I would hope that nobody in my demographic is able to put those things together. But who knows if we have like 60-year-old grandmas watching.
You know, I could probably do with some good rub asses right now. I've been having...
no, just you got Smokey right there, don't you?
So, like, my coccyx is in pain for mysterious
is that how you
reasons.
say that?
What? Yeah.
I've always said coccyx.
I don't know. I figured that it just slurs it together.
So it's in pain for mysterious reasons.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it hurts so much.
I don't know, did somebody punch you in it yesterday?
Yeah, it's actually coccyx.
I knew it!
6 cock.
Yeah, 6 cocks, bro.
Damn, first we're rubbing axes, now we're coccyx.
6 of them.
6 of them. But yeah, so I don't know, like, my entire pelvis is like in like tingly pain. You know what I mean? You know when you're
also, I guess we're gonna go backwards with the how are you doing today's.
Oh, good, I guess.
Yeah, so this will be your how are you doing.
Yeah, you know how pelvis, okay, not pelvises. You know how like when you have a fever, and your like skin hurts to the touch, like the skin is like sore or whatever, and you poke yourself and it feels deeply unpleasant. That's the same kind of pain I have just around my entire pelvis, because I guess I don't know, something's up with the nerves around my coccyx.
Also, hey Wolf, welcome into Coccyx Toxics.
Yeah, because there's some kind of weird nerve shit around my 6 cocks. But yeah, I don't know, and then that's just giving me like tingly, weird, unpleasant pain, and like if I touch my lower back, it like hurts just to like poke lightly. So
that's why you need the Anti-Phlogiston.
Yeah, no, that's why I am Anti-Phlogiston. That's why I need rub asses. Sorry, I'll give context to that. So like I went into Shoppers Drug Mart today and I saw that, and I misread that as rub asses. So, yeah, I don't know. And now, and then after that, Veriman told me that my secret identity is Anti-Phlogiston.
Yeah, because that was too good.
Yeah,
because this came in lieu of a conversation. Rather, this came after a conversation. Sorry, where somebody posted an animation of a new character that they created called Honey, and it straight up just looks like Christine.
Is this somebody we know?
No, it's just like a
game.
No, it's just like a low poly animator guy.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, he just does like PS1 graphics, funny little goofy videos.
Mm.
And he just uploaded one that was like introducing Honey, and the character legitimately just looks like Christine. Wearing it's posted in chat. You can post in the Discord too.
Okay.
But they were straight up. Also, I like how this person's license plate is blue waffle.
Oh no.
Good.
But yeah, they took over a fast food restaurant, so I was like, why is this literally you?
I don't know, man. I guess I'm just iconic.
Yeah, but it is like if you go to like 30 seconds in, straight up it is Honey, like down to the like way that she draws her eyes sometimes.
Yeah. It's really scary.
Yeah.
Somebody stole my likeness.
Also, hey Tech, how's it going?
Hi.
Yeah, straight up lifted your likeness from IRL and made it into a character.
Yeah, I can't help that I'm just so iconic.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Missy.
Hi, Mimsy. And Tech.
Is Brawler's World the guy or this guy's game?
I don't think it's a game. I think he just makes animations.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps he is Brawler.
Yeah.
And it is his world.
Yeah.
And I'm in it.
You are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just saw introducing Honey and I was like, I wonder what this character is going to look like. And I didn't expect it to look exactly like Honey, so I just had to show her. Yeah. So, getting back to the point on this tangent, when Honey showed me the Rub A535 that she thought said rub asses, below it said anti-phlogiston, because I guess that's the product. It's what the kind of thing that it actually is. No, like that's what it does. Like it's an anti-phlogiston.
Oh.
But so because Honey's name, as everybody knows, is Christine in rhymes, I was like, that's your secret identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
I got it.
I guess here, I'll link it again just because I guess Tech came after.
Oh, yeah, after the image where yeah,
TLDR, I walked into Shoppers Drug Mart today and I misread Rub A535 as rub asses. And yeah. Now anti-phlogiston is my
also,
secret identity.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Rub A535 is Canadian.
Ah.
So
wow.
People down south might not know about it. Is Lakota also Canadian? It's the same kind of product. Lakota Joint Care. This also sounds... Yeah, that's arthritis pain relief. I'm wondering if this stuff was made only in Canada. I'm only seeing Canadian results. I don't know if you guys down south have ever gotten the Lakota commercials. The second one, Tech. But we always used to joke that my grandmother had a crush on the Lakota commercial guy. And those commercials... Yeah, it was like a native guy telling you about this Lakota medicine. And yeah, it is. But yeah, the commercials would always end with like a loon call.
Oh, yeah. Forgot that.
Yeah. I don't think it was cultural appropriation.
I don't think that guy was Lakota.
No, well... He was definitely First Nations, but I think the idea was that it was based on First Nations remedies.
Who knows?
And I'm saying this as a person with actual like First Nations heritage. I don't know if it's not a Woodstock commercial casting an Italian guy as a native guy kind of thing.
True. I don't know. There's this guy, and I've seen him play like several Native American characters on TV, and it turns out he's Vietnamese.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know. It reminds me of that.
But anything else in your day today, honey?
I have mug cake.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's not as good as like regular like baked cake, but it scratches the itch that I really wanted to scratch.
I mean, I guess it makes sense to make a mug cake rather than make a cake when you're home alone.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably make a cake and finish it too,
Just
within a
roll
reasonable
around.
time frame. Oh no, like buy cake mix.
Well, yeah, I mean, cake mix too, but you can also just like make cake in like lower quantities. Just
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just how do I say it?
too much work.
A drag, yeah. And I'm lazy and I just want my cake
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like if you're making
Yeah.
a cake for the family, then yeah, bake a cake. But if you just want instant gratification of cake for yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Just cake mix done.
though admittedly, when I've done that, I've gone even lazier and just bought a frozen McCain chocolate cake from a gas station.
Oh, that's some good shit.
There. Yeah,
I can't have it. It's chalky.
Yep. Christine she's been loaded up with dog DNA, so she can't have chocolate now.
Dog?
Yep.
Or
Too much animorphs.
no, I anamorph into Smokey.
Yeah, she's anamorphing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she can't have chocolate now, sadly.
Yeah, it fucks up my acid reflux, and it's the one thing that because it's funny, Tech, and because he's allowed to.
Yeah. I have the I have the bitch pass for honey.
I mean, most people do. I have no respect for myself.
Oh.
Yeah. It's okay. I mean, I've got cake, so it's fine. I don't really need.
Who needs
respect.
self-respect? I got mug cake.
Yeah, dude. Sheesh. It's birthday cake flavors, so it's got the sprinkles, the rainbow sprinkles.
I see what Tech was doing.
Yeah, no, I just I'll take any chance that I can to to take a swing at honey.
Yeah,
She enjoys it.
that's why my eyes are all bruised.
Okay.
If anything, I shouldn't stop doing it because she hates it. I should stop doing it because she likes it too much.
Yeah, a funny-o.
But yeah, those McCain chocolate cakes, those used to be my iconic thing. I'd just come home to my roommate's place and just be like, "Sup, I got a frozen McCain chocolate cake." And he's like, "Oh, nice. Did you get some for everyone?" And I was like, "Nah, I got some for me."
Mm.
Proceeds to grab a fork and eat the entire McCain chocolate frozen cake.
So the last time that I had, okay, no, not the last time that I bought it. Okay, this was like the pre-last time that I bought a McCain chocolate cake. It was like years ago, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But I was visiting one of my friends' like school clubs. It was the fighting game club, and I
Also, I gotta link this this cake in chat for anybody who
Okay.
who's never seen one of these before.
yeah, so that you can buy it and try it and then
I-
tell us how
I'm
what
not-
you thought.
I'm not sure if this is also a Canadian thing.
Well, go to Canada, buy McCain's chocolate cake.
It says McCain Deep and Delicious Chocolate Cake 4 by 5, 10 grams, cakes Canadian.
Yeah, that shit's so good that one of my friend's boyfriend asked for it for his birthday, so I got him one. So
Legitimately, anytime somebody threatens me with a cake, I say you better make it one of these.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like, I went to a Super Smash or whatever, like the Super Smash Brothers um club that they had in Seneca College. Sorry, I have to like you know explain that because not everyone knows. But yeah, and then
I hear Smokey tip-tapping around.
Yeah, it's my dog. He's so cute. And yeah, a guy flirted with me and it was really, really weird.
Oh, honey, hold on. Are your nuts just plant organs?
My nuts?
Yeah. Are you a plant, honey?
I'm a vegetable.
Wow. There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah. Do you know which nut produces
Oh, fuck.
I refuse to participate in this shit again.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm lightheaded.
You to finish the sentence.
You do? You don't even need to finish the sentence. That was the best thing that happened.
But yeah, a guy flirted with me and it was really funny because like I had gotten like I got like a McCain's chocolate cake for everyone to share in like some plates so that everyone can like munch on something because I was really like bored. Because everyone it was just a bunch of nerds that were playing like fighting games and they were really like not socially adjusted. So nobody was like talking to me and my friend who were the only two girls in the room. And then one guy decided that he like wanted to like cozy up and like try, you know, shoot a shot.
He wave dashed in and was like, "How old are you?" And you said above 18, and then he wave dashed away.
What? Well, no. He asked me if I did martial arts, and I'm like, I did martial arts when I was like 12, and it was like karate, so it wasn't much. And he's like, "Oh, well, it shows you look like the kind of girl that would do karate. You look like the kind of girl that would do martial arts." And I was like, "All right."
Yeah,
buddy.
that's when you hit him with a fucking like flying kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
Oh.
I was only a green belt. Like, relax, dudes.
Oh.
Yeah. And yeah, so then he started I don't know, he was just really like chatty with me the entire time. And at the end, like when he was Smokey, I'm telling a story. Stop interrupting me. And then
sorry, Tech, to explain that real quick, there was there was a moment last week. Sorry, quick aside. There was a moment last week where we were Googling something about nuts. I forget what we were Googling, but the autocomplete said, which nut produces semen? So we were all thinking
which nut has the most iron, and then the recommended was which nut produces sperm.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, we looked at that and we were like, what do they mean? Which nut? Is it like exclusively the left one? Exclusively the left one? What the fuck is going on? And we open it and it just says testicles in brackets testes, and we're like, well, obviously,
testes in brackets testicles. So yeah, that was really funny. I laughed pretty hard. But yeah, so then the guy, I get on his way out, he's just like, "So, do you speak Italian?" And I'm like, no. And he says, "Ciao Bella," and walks out. And the funny thing is that he never even like left a phone number or anything like that, or never asked to like add me on anything. So I don't know what he hoped to gain by doing that, aside from like just humiliating himself for free.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was a moment.
What a fucking legend.
And I never went there again.
Yeah. The legend of the Ciaobella guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's honestly, I love that high quality cringe. I'm the kind of kid that watches cringe compilations for fun sometimes. Just whenever I need background noise. But that was
God.
like primo IRL cringe. And I'll remember it forever.
Yeah.
Do you speak Italian? No. Ciao, Bella.
Fucking hell. What would he have done if you said yes?
I think he wasn't expecting me to say no.
Yeah, he probably would have just said the same thing.
Yeah.
I really like the idea that he just wave dashed up to you, though.
Yeah.
Oh no. So nobody told him, I guess.
Yeah. Oh no. Poor gal.
I guess it was at least coming from a nice place.
Question mark, question mark.
Leaves a note. Oh boy. I'm bracing myself. Also, in the meantime, Sarah, how are you doing today?
I'm alright. It's like really fucking hot in my house and it's been getting to me. So I have a bit of a headache.
Yeah, it was humid as shit today.
Yeah, it was supposed to like thunderstorm or something, and then it never happened. So I was like, I
got one of those little tabletop CNC machines, the Cricut, for my birthday, which was last week, by the way. I completely forgot to mention. We played D&D the day after my birthday. And Brandon was like, "How was your week?" And I forgot. I blanked. I turned 32 last Friday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Sarah.
Belated.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to figure out kind of like the software that it comes with and how it works, and of course it was giving me grief, like any of these things do. You know, the software that it comes with, it like, I don't know why it just reads files strangely. So I'm having trouble like sizing things properly. Oh, and this sticky mat is now covered in cat hair. Because there's cat hair on everything in my house. I don't know if I talked about this on stream, but like a few weeks ago, I inherited like a fuckload of fabric in the form of like
Oh yeah,
cut up menswear from my friend's mother. I guess I'm making a go of it because I went to an estate sale today, and the lady was like, "Yeah, $10 for as much as you can carry." So I took off with a bunch of dead man's clothing.
Damn.
Didn't find anything good in the pockets.
Yeah. And you're upcycling it now, right? So
I went and bought a bunch of dead man's clothes this morning at an estate sale, and it was a little bit awkward and a little bit sweaty because that house did not have air conditioning. And boy, howdy, it was hot in Ontario today.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta keep clearing my throat.
Yeah. The house thing's going. AC is still broken at work. Work itself is going okay.
Good.
Yeah. I don't know. Not much else to say, to be honest. I don't have funny stories like other people do.
Nothing funny happened to you?
That's a good adventure.
Yeah.
I went on my bicycle too. That was the funny part. They're like, "You rode your bike here?" I was like, "I got a carrier on my bike," and I just literally like stuffed a huge armful of clothing in this carrier on the back of my bike and rode off. I was like, "It's a lifestyle choice."
Yeah.
Fucking
Bicycling and upcycling.
Yeah, bicycling and cycling.
There you go.
Hey, I didn't have to go up and down the giant hill. The road was at the top of the giant hill. But I don't have funny stories unless there's nobody around to listen. So.
Oh no, I'd say it's a funny story. I like it.
You just got to remember them when it's time to share.
I gotta like write this down.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see the story in chat.
Oh crap! I opened Twitch, but I'm not in chat.
That it reminds. You go.
Oh, I'm reading text.
Okay. But yeah, it reminds me of being in college and having one of my gay friends. She was hanging out with a guy friend of mine, and she was like, Does your friend not know that I'm gay? How many more hints can I drop? Can you like text him and be like, stop flirting?
Oh.
And yeah, I was like, I mean, do you want to talk to this guy ever again? And she was like, honestly, no. So I was like, you fucking tell him then.
The heck? Yeah, that's really awkward. I'm sorry, Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, my friends got me a bunch of money on Steam for my birthday, so I bought Baldur's Gate.
Steam money.
Steam money instantly converted to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I won Resident Evil by accident.
Sorry, what were you saying, Sarah?
Nothing.
Okay.
I didn't say text story. I have to read it now.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, Cryo, how are you doing?
I'm alive. This week was abysmal for work. Just less days because shorter week. Amount of things they want us to do because of crazy big events this week. Apparently, they're gonna have some absolute massive one next week, and a bunch of people are gonna be missing. And like, there's one coworker who's like, "Yeah, you guys are gonna suffer a lot. You especially are gonna suffer a lot." I'm like, "Don't I know it? I already am, so I'm not surprised I'm gonna suffer worse." It's just so much crap to prepare and do, and like, it's stupid. It's like I'm trying to do two big things at once, and like the manager dude's like, here's this, so you can like finish doing it. Here, there's also this thing here to like do as well to take downstairs. Here's another thing. It's like, you can't see I'm kind of really fucking busy at the moment. Like, he could have taken like the one thing downstairs himself. It's like so easy. It's on his way down to the lockers. Like, I'm not looking forward to that. Aside from that, I baked a little cake loaf thingy to my mams, and I helped her out a little bit and just like baked like a Spanish tart with her. Really good, really tasty, very savory.
Yeah. What's in a Spanish tart?
So it's like a potato egg tart. So obviously potato egg. We had onions and Spanish chorizo.
So it's kind of like almost like a quiche.
Yeah.
It's like a potato quiche.
Yeah, pretty much.
I see.
Very good. I had the loaf I made. My mom also made this thing called cremonas. I share a photo in Discord.
Okay.
I know there's photos somewhere. Might not be the exact ones that she made at that moment, but other ones she made recently. That's not the right conversation. My dad came back from Portugal not too long ago. Oh yeah.
Can you bring you any Nando's?
Nando's. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I could share these photos. Doesn't have the actual. Oh no, it does. Okay, it's in there. So these are ones that she made the other day, and then I also have a photo of the quiche.
And then just stick that in chat too if you can.
I'm on my phone.
Listen, you be hunting. Okay, I'll do it. So they're tiny. They're itty bitty things.
Yeah, they can be all kinds of sizes.
Yeah,
Those ones are
I was I
I
wasn't expecting them to be like pierogi sized.
No, yeah, those ones like she made small because those are like for the office.
I see.
But like
Yeah.
you can kind of see like on the right tongue, like just underneath it near the bottom. That's like the thing that's like in a circle. That's like the whole thing together.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all attached together. It's one big thing.
Ooh.
All right, there
So
you
that's how
go.
they
So
all
there's what Cryo made.
So yeah,
And,
the
yeah.
left one's nice little itty bitty one. The right one's actual normal kind of Cremona, which is like circle that's kind of like blooms out in flowers. So
Mhm.
it's super flaky and fluffy.
Yeah.
Very nice. What other things happened? I mean, just getting stuff done, really. Just trying to figure things out. Gonna bake another cake pretty much tomorrow morning. Take it for a barbecue. That'll be nice. And yeah, not much else is happening at the moment.
Okay. So as you guys have probably been hearing, I've been clearing my throat a hell of a lot, and losing my voice a hell of a lot. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me.
It might be allergies.
Yeah.
Allergies have never hit me in this particular way before, though.
I've never had allergies until 2 years ago.
But the thing is, it's more like constant. I'm wondering if it's like heat, smog, or whatever, or I don't know, maybe residual sickness, whatever the fuck it is. It's just giving me the like urge to clear my throat a whole bunch, and my throat just keeps feeling like gooped up. But it's like it's not really the back of my throat. It's like higher up. It's like very, very post nasal. It's like somebody stuck a cork at the back passage of my nose, and it's making it so that I am losing quite a bit of my vocal range, and having to clear my throat a ton. And it's very annoying, considering my voice is the main thing that I do. I imagine that it's annoying to hear me clear my throat every 2 fucking seconds. So, other than drinking some hot lemon honey tea and taking a bunch of Robitussin, what I've been doing is I've been using a saline nasal rinse. And so now constantly, 24 hours a day, it feels like I've snorted seawater. And I just smell salt constantly.
At least it means that you don't need to salt your food because I don't know, you're like part of your taste comes from your nose, right?
I never salt my food anyway.
Yeah, but now everything seems very nicely seasoned.
You know, I don't think I'd call it nice in any sense. It's like a constant like when you sniff a lot of seawater, you get this like weird pressure under your eyes.
Yeah.
I have that feeling like constantly now. So I'm really hoping that this kicks in and like clears out my throat problem so that I don't have to do it anymore, because that would be fantastic.
Yeah, you could also try doing like half the dosage of, salt.
The thing is, I want it to work.
I mean, it works no matter what.
The discomfort is less than the annoyance of having this throat issue.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do anything to compromise the effect.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, so if this doesn't work after a while, then I'm gonna head on over to the doc and be like, listen here, you. Take a look in there. What's going on? What do I have to do to get rid of this?
Similar to something. Oh, I was gonna say that sounds similar to something I had when I was a kid, and they just kind of looked at me and shrugged.
Oh.
Pigeon doing backflips.
Oh yes, I've seen this guy. He looks like a Dixie cup. like how you're like, you look so handsome, and I'm like, yeah, he looks like he's got the Dixie cup pattern. Where is Arugi?
I don't know.
Arugi is very late right now. And a lot of this hitches on Arugi being here.
This object. Which one of these objects is this object?
Object?
Custom moves on corners. What? No, I'm. It's nothing. It's Inkscape.
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 Yeah, what is Inkscape?
It's the free version of Illustrator.
Oh. Okay. Fuck. Man. Okay, so we've been here for quite a while. I'm gonna ping Arugi real quick and be like, "What up?"
Yeah.
Bloop. We'll see if he responds with his situation or not. I guess in the meantime, I can just go over the info that you got between streams for people in chat.
Yeah.
So here we are back at grandmother's house. Let's throw that music on for now. All right, so Arugi, one of his plans was to go around the village. Oh, there he is. Hello? What?
Does he live?
Arugula.
You there, buddy? He was making some interesting sounds for a second. Oh.
No, it's whenever I start up my mic, I have to like load a couple programs up.
Oh, okay. Because I just heard some weird Mongolian throat singing for a second.
Okay, here we go. I'm live, baby.
All right, there we go. Arugi's here. How are you? How are you doing today, Arugi?
Pretty great. I was just helping my dad out with his work because he had diarrhea problems.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
That's why I'm late.
Dang.
we work for a shipping company, and he needed me to carry the heavy stuff because
Bend over.
Oh no.
It could have been dangerous for everyone involved.
Soiling the goods. Also, honey, get into Roll20, would you?
True. I was in the process of logging in, and then I forgot.
Now, there we go.
Why are these a group?
Gonna have some ASMR Argy eating his dinner.
Oh. What's for dinner?
I just got some KFC. Famous bowls.
Well, hopefully you don't also end up with diarrhea.
The only fast food place that gives me diarrhea is Taco Bell. It should be good.
Do they still have those linked up KFC Taco Bells? Oh boy.
I was just at that one. So.
Oh boy.
You know, it might be a throw up. We'll see.
Oh no.
Wonderful.
Life's hard when you eat trash.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen raccoons eating KFC. They seemed happy.
That's raccoons, though.
Legitimately, when I was a kid, we were on a vacation. Like, our parents were driving out to Niagara for something. I think it was Niagara. It might have been somewhere else. But we see that there's a bunch of people stopped, like, at the side of the road. It wasn't like a highway or anything. It was just like a scenic street, bunch of trees, overlooking a cliff. And so we pull over to see what the fuck's going on. Get out of the car, like find a place to park on the side of the road, and there's just like 3 raccoons there eating KFC out of a KFC bucket while a bunch of tourists are recording them with their cameras.
I mean, that's kind of funny.
That's great.
Actually.
Yeah.
Toronto sites.
Yeah,
Ontario, really.
yeah. So, like, I was very young, so I was like, oh, yeah, raccoons, they just eat KFC. That's normal.
They gave them a bucket.
Also, my dad always used to call KFC Buzzard. So, for I don't know, man.
Because it's a bird that's supposedly gross.
Yeah, so for the longest time, I thought KFC was actually buzzards.
Oh.
Fuck. The man, the myth, the legend. Tayo's dad.
You have no idea how hard
funny.
he used to gaslight me as a kid over fucking everything.
I have a feeling if I was a parent, I would be doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
there are so many times I looked like a complete fucking moron repeating some of the things that my dad told me. Like the KFC buzzard thing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Poor Tayo.
Or a lot of it was my dad pronounces words wrong on purpose to piss people off. And so I would repeat some of the words that he said pronounced incredibly wrongly, and people would be like, why the fuck are you saying it like that? And I was like, is that not how it's said?
Oh no.
And they'd be like, no, you fucking moron.
At least coccyx wasn't one of them.
Fuck.
Herb Tesson.
Oh man, good thing it's a short session tonight because my voice is not going to hold out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that branched out from KFC. Oh fuck. God help me.
I got my water. I'm back.
All right. Excellent.
Okay.
Perfect. So, getting back to what I was explaining earlier, Ardeus was going around using Detect Thoughts to kind of cast a net of information gathering.
I was casting tongues, I guess.
In order to try and get a little more information from eavesdropping and stuff, and especially he was using his telepathy to try and sneak some thoughts from some of the children around because they are likely not to have the same level of telepathy resilience. And in terms of information that Ardeus achieved, so children are brought up among the Sovrani, being taught that the purpose of everyone in the tribe is to preserve their way of life and culture. Aside from trade caravans, smuggling, and the slave trade, career paths that people have include being farmers, rangers, who are scouts and hunters, who are the only ones who can extract a sandworm's poison, shamans, who specialize in folk magic, healing medicines, poisons, and the production of cactus root rum, warriors, including the town guards that you see here, and worm callers, who are the ones who learn the behavior of the sandworms and can play their rhythms on those big old hide drums that you see, like the big timpanis. So the slaves here are considered outsiders, not part of the tribe explicitly. And the children, the Sovrani children, are taught not to be sympathetic towards them, and told that if they were not made to drink cactus root rum to keep them aidled, then they would be like dangerous animals or monsters that would attack everything around them. In terms of who Grandmother is actually an individual, confirmed an individual. Grandmother is the chief shaman. Aside from having the ultimate say in the tribe's actions, she is the one responsible for teaching medicines, poisons, magic, and worm lore, as well as offering personal guidance for individuals in the tribe. The children here don't really have a concept of what the gold works is in any specific terms, only that those outside the tribe always mean harm for the tribe. And one thing that you were able to extract from them was that they don't understand why, despite all this, there are 2 outsiders who are allowed to live in peace, not as slaves, among the tribe, and why so many Sovrani people seem to defer to them. Those 2 being the Dugar and High Elf, who are living over in the establishment to the north up there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So they're having their little press X to doubt moment.
Yeah, and so, go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
Okay, so you 2 right now are just kind of hanging out over in the rest area where there are a few folks gathered. Sorry, just gotta get to the right part here. Yeah, so the resting chambers here are made up of series of linked rooms with very minimal privacy. Simple animal skin beds and net hammocks line the long chambers, which have only a few amenities, such as barrels that store water and highly worn stools. There are a few Sovrani folk here, some of which are sleeping, others which are sitting upon stools or leaning against walls, taking time to eat and drink. There's no merriment, however.
Okay.
One of the individuals leaning up against the wall appears to be in great discomfort, and one of his friends seems curious as to what's up.
I guess we could ask him.
What will you say then?
And sorry, I assume, which area is this?
Right in front of you.
Bottom right.
Bottom right, okay.
I assume that you have your tongue's spell on and your telepathic link with Iskra so that you can have translation on the go.
Always.
Okay.
Oh yeah, am I able to sneak in a like her what's it called? It's her stick.
Her spellcasting focus?
Yeah.
If you manage to go to the wagon and then go back to her somehow.
Well, that can be a wizard thing.
Yeah, currently she is behind a closed and locked door.
But is it like a cage? Or wait, no, like this is the locked door.
Yeah.
Any windows?
No windows or anything?
No windows.
There's no windows.
Oh, okay, so just pitch black.
Yeah, so you would have to wait for somebody to actually open the door to be able to sneak it in.
Yeah, I mean, I could have wizard keeping watch.
Yeah, and even then, Wiz would need to be invisible to sneak in easily.
One can assume that I do this at night.
Okay. Well, no, because at night is when everybody's awake.
During the day.
Yeah, you'd have to do it during the day.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, okay. Which person is in discomfort right now?
The one right in front of you guys. The one, like, leaning against the wall.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, could is it like can I do a medicine check maybe? See what he's
Well, you can just observe that the arm that he's not leaning on seems to be giving him trouble.
The arm. Okay. And they have mages in their midst, yes?
Yeah. They do have shamans.
I don't know if my book would is very shamanic.
Yeah, your book very much stands out.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a cover on it.
You've been spellcasting in secret generally.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, the shamans here do not appear to use spellbooks.
Okay, well, I do have some potions. Do the shamans use potions?
Potions are pretty universal.
Okay, excellent. And a potion would help his arm, yeah?
I feel like you're getting ahead of yourself since you don't even know what's wrong with the guy.
Let's
Okay,
check,
fair enough.
what's wrong with him. So let's sit right over here. Let's take a seat.
Yeah, let's take a
Oh,
seat
yeah.
and just, like, look over and ask him, brother, what ails you?
I have a wound on my shoulder. Got it unloading cargo. One of the wooden boxes at a splintered edge tore my cloak as I slid it off my shoulder. Bandage it as best I can. Be good to see grandmother about it, though, so she could apply a balm or use her magics to heal it. She's often been busy speaking with her ambassadors, though, so I haven't had a chance to see her.
The ambassadors, the elf and the dwarf, or what is it called again? What is he?
Well, do you say the elf and the dwarf?
You
Or
can-
are you asking me or are you asking him?
Or I guess I'll ask him the outsiders up north.
At this point, the second guy speaks up and says, "Yeah, the one from the heathen city and the other from the Black Scar. Unpleasant ones, those two. They think of us as servants just because we're forced to do work for their respective companies. We've got no obligations to them. I'll admit I enjoy seeing him suffer and not being acclimated to desert life. Soft city bastards will get what's coming to him for meddling in Sovrani affairs." Guy 1 speaks up again and says, "Grandmother wants them to be protected. Suppose it would be a problem if they dropped dead out here and they had to send more rough and ready liaisons to take their place. Yeah, I suppose so. I'm not saying I would put a blade to them, mind you. Simply wouldn't bat an eye if the sun and sand did the job for me."
Out of character, sun and sand is what?
Just the
That's like the
Literally the sun and literally the sand.
Oh, I thought sun like SON, and I was like, is this some more mumbo jumbo? Is that the sandworm? Is that another thing? Another word for sandworm? Yeah, Ribtessin.
That was just me forcing a cough because my throat is tickling so fucking much.
Oh,
No. Okay, so I don't know, what do I say to that? So basically they wouldn't mind seeing them dead kind of thing. But it would also present complications for them.
Oh, I haven't been back home for a while. What are those two outsiders?
Say something like, "Does anyone know when they're gonna leave already?" Because I feel like those guys. Sorry, I don't want to like interrupt the roleplay, but I feel like those guys are like our proof. Like we're not gonna be able to like arrest the whole tribe or something like that, but we can prove the link to the gold works, which I think is those guys. Then you can at least like cut off the revenue for the slaves, and then they'd probably stop capturing people if they weren't going to get for them. So if we can get those two guys, and if we know when they're going to leave, then we can probably at least like ambush or get our hands on those two guys.
True. Good thinking.
or even like set up like if we can't leave with them, like you could put like some familiar item on their wagon, their carriage, their possession to track them.
The tracking isn't very reliable. It's not very far.
Yeah, that is the main issue because it's. We just know supposedly Castides / Erudides, mainly Erudides, and somewhere in Samaria.
Right. So repeat the thing that you asked.
Hold on.
I get the feeling the thing you want to ask is something along the lines
like when are they leaving? Yeah.
when are they leaving?
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel like that wouldn't be
before
a thing.
before that, Arugi was gonna say, "Who are these guys?"
Yeah, I haven't been home for a while. Who are even these guys?
Oh, well, I couldn't give you the exact details of the business. That's, really up to grandmother.
All right, I'll probably ask grandmother when
All
she's
we-
not as busy.
All we know for sure is that they came here from the Heathen City and from the Black Scar as part of those cities closing their grip on our people.
All right.
The fact that they're able to live here in peace shows that there are hard times ahead for the Sovrani indeed. But I'd have no choice but to defer to grandmother's wisdom. If she thinks that this arrangement is best for the survival of our people, then who am I to naysay?
Yeah, whatever keeps us alive in the end.
Whatever
Speaking
grandmother
of which,
say.
do you need some kind of like potion or something like that to ease your pain?
Do you have a salve of some kind?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we're able to get this off some adventures we've captured.
Yeah, so I just give him like a potion of would a potion of healing do the trick? I don't know. Yeah, should I like inspect his wounds?
Yeah,
to see,
well,
like,
it's definitely a physical wound.
would a potion of healing do the trick or greater healing?
I mean, that's up to you.
I don't know.
Whatever you want to give, whatever you want to give him.
I'll give him some greater healing.
Okay. So he says, such a boon and for nothing. Are you staying here long, brother?
As soon as the homesickness fades, we'll be off on our way.
Are you eating well?
I would say yes.
Oh, I see. I was going to say, if you need, I could have my wife cook for you tonight. She's a wonderful cook. She might be over near the watering hole at the moment.
Well, I couldn't say no to an invitation.
Wonderful. Then I'll meet you tonight.
Yeah. May I bring my friend along?
Of course, of course.
All right. Thank you for your hospitality. Okay.
Yeah. And
It's like I'm one of the people.
Yeah, he hits you with, as the desert winds blow.
Hold on, I need to go look up the pinned messages.
As a sandworm kills?
As a sandworm till. Or sandworms till.
Sandworm jiggles.
Jiggles. Stop that. No jiggling.
Commence the jiggling.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah. As the sandworms till.
But yeah, this dude mentioned that that his wife was over by the watering hole.
No, I guess we should ask them when the other two are leaving, if they know.
It's not certain.
Hmm.
To be honest, I'm not even sure they want to be here. But that being said, I doubt it's up to them whether they can leave.
Yeah. Well, here's hoping they leave sooner rather than later.
Indeed.
Let's see when grandma's open.
Hmm?
Able to see us, I mean. So I talk to her like it's just some kind of store.
Sorry, what do you want?
Well, we'll see when grandmother's open. I want to ask her some questions, see if maybe. since a lot of people defer to her, but I might look around a bit first as well.
Okay. So there are times where grandmother is just seeing individual Sovrani folk. Usually they just kind of gather outside and are ushered in. But usually they are ushered away if the emissaries are meeting with grandmother. So it's up to you whether you want to go and stop by when grandmother is meeting with the emissaries or when she's just seeing folks.
Would it be good to have Invisa Imp to like listen in on their conversation?
That is a thing you could do.
Yeah, let's have them follow around.
See if you can maybe even look at any of their paperwork that they might have student about for a bit.
Also, we might want to have what's it called? Wizard, like watching the imp, because I'm afraid they might be able to detect the imp somehow if they're able to get rid of the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My boy will have his eyes peeled.
Okay.
Yeah, just checking through the window as imp follows.
Okay. So you're just using the imp to listen in on a meeting for when?
I guess in between, would it be possible to get Wizard to get the stick to Iskra so that she can, keep everyone sober?
Well, that again, the drunken effect for the cactus fruit rum is something that it's not immediate. It's over several days.
We probably can hand it to him if they get him working on the field. Send it to Iskra. If they do send him working on the field.
I don't want the brain damage to set in, really, though.
It takes it's not an instant thing. It's over the course of several days. They need to keep feeding it to you, and they already assume that you're under its effects.
So they won't give us like the usual high dosage you'd need.
They're just maintaining it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, let's be real. It's got a boulder to the head before, so.
I'm pretty sure we drunk some before as well.
Like we definitely have some.
Yeah, we've had a sippy,
but like
not even a sip to fight like something that controls our mind. Was it or read our mind?
The Dark God.
After that, it was a Leviathan.
Oh yeah, there was that.
We like a lot of us melee fellas drank a bunch of it.
Yeah, in order to it was against the Aboleth.
Yeah, it got nuked.
So yeah, you guys were like, okay, so this will keep our brains from getting taken over by this thing.
So I think it would be fine.
Okay, so I guess we'll
see that as big. It's like a different level of being drunk.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, I guess we'll go and listen in on grandmother's house, and then Wizard will keep his eyes peeled.
Okay, so are you going to listen to her when she's just meeting with the Sovrani or when she's meeting with the ambassadors? And if you are listening while she is listening to the ambassadors, are you going to take that opportunity to check out the ambassador's place?
Oh, let's listen to the people. It depends who she's meeting first. Is she usually meeting the people? Like, is she meeting the ambassadors like regularly?
It seems at least once a day.
Okay, perhaps we could do regular people first and then the ambassadors.
Yeah, just to see like what she's about.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me find the page where I have that.
Then meanwhile, we could try sneaking in the next day.
Mm-hmm.
While she's talking to the ambassadors.
I have so many pages of this. There we go. Okay, so, grandmother, who kind of sits on a cushion in the middle of the room, seems to be Also, I guess, yeah, move your eavesdropper over to there.
Oh, yeah.
Seems to be asking somebody to read her a letter. And the person holding the letter says, all right, it goes, "Dearest grandmother, I hope this reaches you well. I must inform you that I can no longer stand my position here in the Black Scar. I know that this would be tantamount to a betrayal, and that I would have no place in your house after this, but I'm willing to accept that more readily than the realities of what goes on in this place that is being referred to comically as the Doctor's Parish. Seeing my sisters treated the same way that we have treated captured slaves, having their minds destroyed from birth by the dulling wine, that they may be crafted into blades for the service of our enemies, is simply too much for me to bear. These women who I am raising do not recognize me as a mother or as a sister Sovrani, and they would just as likely put a blade in my throat as look at me, were their kill phrase uttered. You say that our cooperation with these awful people who make us do this to our own children is for the sake of the survival of our people, but what kind of survival is this?" The letter ends, and grandmother does not seem to show any emotion on her wrinkled face that looks like an old aged tree in the desert. You can practically see the dust caked into her wrinkles. She says, "Very well, no need to send anything back then."
Interesting. Was the assassin sent to hunt us before? Were they also Sovrani?
You don't have 100% confirmation, but this gives you a good idea that they might have been.
At least like a dark elf is what I mean.
Yeah, they were a dark elf. Notably,
right.
notably here, you can tell that there are actually dark elves and half dark elves in the population.
Oh.
You don't see any humans, but you do see dark elves who notably carry the features of half elves.
Okay.
I
guess that makes sense.
Yeah, they all seem to be
with each other. It'd be super infrared.
they all seem to be much younger than the rest of the folk, though.
Oh. Okay, so can we get a guesstimate on how much people actually live here, like outside this board?
Sorry, run that by me again. Your mic got kind of crusty.
Can we get a guesstimate on how much people like are in this settlement? Like, just guessing alone.
Okay, so between the adults and children, there are just shy of 200 people here right now.
Oh, okay.
That includes slaves as well.
All right. That's very small then.
Yeah, that's the folk who are here right now, but keeping in mind that the Sovrani are a nomadic people, and there's likely more out there than there are right here.
Ah, okay. Interesting. It looks like they're using the cactus vine outside as well. Outside for raising up assassins, right? From what I'm gathering here.
Yeah, the assassin that came at you definitely matches a similar description where from birth they are mentally altered in order to effectively be living weapons rather than people.
Ah, all right. All right, we're getting some more crimes written here, guys. Let's all write down their crimes. What we should look out for.
Making a list. Checking it twice.
Now, you do note that was written in a letter.
Ah, shit. Okay. Let's keep an eye on that letter. See if we could maybe get our little grubby hands on him.
Yep, you see that the servant who read it out files it away in into a desk. They did not simply. Yep, they did not simply burn it. They actually filed it away.
Interesting. Perhaps maybe even more information we could grab here. In its desk as well, more evidence.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more documents around.
I'm guessing grandmother doesn't leave this place much.
Likely not. It doesn't look like she looks positively ancient. She looks like she's got easily 200 years on her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Notably, in the Canaan setting, elves don't live like 1,000 years like they do in other D&D settings. It's more like 250 to 300 years tops. Like the oldest recorded elf living in Canaan didn't even reach 300.
Oh, interesting. All right, that's good to keep a track of. And dwarves, how long do they usually live for?
Dwarves usually live around 200 to 250 years, so slightly less than elves.
All right.
And then gnomes as well live at around the same range, around the 200 range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Humans, usually between 60 and 80 for like natural lifespans.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah, that
Humans
sounds
got nuked.
about right.
Well,
that sounds
yeah,
about right.
Humans definitely don't have the same long lifespans as elves, dwarves, and gnomes. Even halflings tend to live a bit longer than humans, but not as long as the other long-lived races. Like halflings usually make it up to like 150.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the shorter end, you've got goblins who usually don't make it past 60.
Yeah. Damn.
But most races in Canaan are around the like 60 to 80 range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, like even Logan in your party is like he's the only party member that you have who's over 200.
Yeah, he's been since what's it called, the War of the Chains, right?
Yep.
Which was 100 years ago?
Yeah, that was 100 years ago. So Logan, Greta, and the three dwarves were all alive during that.
Oh shit. I thought our dwarf fellows were like 80, so they're a lot older.
They're like middle-aged, so they're just over 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been in the adventuring game for quite a while.
Damn.
Actually, I think I wrote down their exact ages.
I thought Logan was like 100, to be honest.
You thought what?
I thought Logan was younger than that. Like he was like 100 or something.
No, Logan's like in retirement. This is him being like, I've done everything I want. Let's go on adventures.
I see. He's just a very.
Adventures. Speaking of Logan, you should use that profile pic. What's it called?
Oh right,
icon.
Right. Sorry, I didn't realize that was finished. Remind me to get that. I forget where I wrote down these fuckers' ages. I know that they're in the low hundreds.
And
Tim.
sometime I thought they were like just adults, just becoming adults or something.
No, they're older. Tim was not around during the War of the Chains. Tim is younger. Tim is in his 60s, which is the human equivalent of being like in your 30s for a halfling. Okay, I can't find their actual ages, but I definitely wrote it down at some point somewhere. All I know is that they're in the low hundreds.
What are goblin ages then?
How
about goblin ages?
Well, goblin's natural lifespan is usually capped at 60.
Yeah, okay. It's like that. It's like extremely rare for them to even go to like 80.
There is not been a goblin recorded that has made it past 60 so far.
You go, Listra.
But also, goblins are very rarely, like, not siblings. Usually, goblins come in, like, twins or triplets.
Yeah, quantity over quality.
Yeah.
Oh shit, so does that mean Iskra has like a sister or brother somewhere?
I mean, that would have been up to you.
I didn't realize that.
Are you that rare mono goblin?
Yeah, rare mono goblin.
Absorb her point in the womb.
But it's possible. In fact, maybe Iskra wasn't hearing, like, demonic things from her totem this whole time. It was just, like...
oh, no.
Brain cells from her partially digested twin.
Oh.
You bitch. Supposed to be me, not you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be me.
In fact, that's probably what's going to allow Iskra to pilot the Gravamen. is having a partially digested twin in her brain. So that she has some kind of, like, psychic ability because of it. Because she has, like, 1.5 minds. Huh?
Built-in drift compatibility.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
there you go.
Damn.
Okay, that's canon now.
The rare mono goblin is gonna come.
Backstory.
Oh my god.
I mean, it helps me because I was looking for a way to somehow expose Iskra to anything remotely psychic to justify her Gravamen piloting, and you know what? That works.
Wait, what was Yax exposed to?
Oh my god, I had that stupid totem since so
Was it-
long. I asked about it. It was just.
I believe it was either mind or body. Like your body was strong enough to handle it, right? If I remember correctly.
Man, it's been a long time. I know that part of it was Yax using the. Oh no, it was fucking Yax getting the fucking narwhal visions.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Pumpkin kept accidentally exposing her to a bunch of Corvid waves.
Cool psychedelics.
And
I guess the seagull wine probably helped.
Honestly, yes. Yax has basically been blitzed out of her mind on various psychedelics throughout the adventure, which has allowed Corvid to, like, get in her mind a bunch in order to give her visions and whatnot. And then beyond that, it was just training extensively with the narwhal's horn.
Okay, yeah, because, like, I've had some things, but, like, yeah, I didn't get blitzed out of mind, like, with seagull wine.
Yeah. There was the seagull wine, the tree cambion, the mushrooms in the woods, etc.
Yeah, I've had the mushrooms and the tree cambion.
Yeah, and then Wally needs a Gravamen, but he'll make a fucking golem. He'll make Beefus Wallum, and it'll pilot it. And he'll just have a
right
control.
now, rather than being a pilot for Wally, it's more like a drone.
Yeah.
Funny as his drone.
Yeah, because Wally's body likely would not stand up to Gravamen usage.
Yep.
As it stands, Ardeus' body normally wouldn't be able to stand up to Gravamen usage either, but Ardeus' body has been, 1, honed by the Brothers of Opidus somewhat, and 2, completely fucked full of psychic parasites.
It's glorious. I have this worm in me. I've been just sleeping with this horn and blowing it whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
The question is, who's gonna control the Gravamen when Ardeus gets it? Will it be him, the Skull Lord, or who?
Believe me, I've been thinking about that.
It's gonna be.
Oh no.
We've been saying the Megazord transformation. It's gonna be me and all the things inside of my head controlling one body.
You legitimately, when you see what I've done with it, you're gonna be like, holy shit, you foreshadowed this for so long.
Oh fuck. I'm super excited. I've been excited for the longest time.
Just stay alive until then.
That's the hard part. See, our days turn into Megazord.
Anyway, what's your next step?
Alright, so
What comes first? Those guys coming by and talking, like the outsider dudes coming by and talking bye to Granny, or the dinner party?
Likely the ambassador's talking.
Okay, then we'll have a little cheeky peek.
Okay.
Something we could do, Wally, while she's talking is, what do you need to do your picture technique?
It's a spell. It takes a minute.
Spell.
It takes a minute. How long do their conversations usually last?
Longer than that.
Okay. We probably could rush in there, maybe get a bunch of documents and
Yeah,
maybe have me
notably their place isn't heavily guarded like most of the other places.
Yes, because nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, the Sovrani do seem to avoid them somewhat unless they're specifically being called on.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
are there do any of the slave go in and like clean in there or anything like that?
The slaves don't go anywhere near there, but
okay.
they're mostly left to tend to themselves in terms of maintaining the place. Usually, some Sovrani will only be called upon if they need something specific, like if they need food ingredients brought to them, for instance.
Okay.
Yeah, notably, it seems like they cook for themselves.
Can't stand all this desert food.
On the way here, did we see any like small?
It's possible.
Or...
Yeah, there are animals in the desert. You see a lot of rodents. Basically,
just like the mouse in the Dune movie.
Yeah, the jerboa.
Yeah.
You see a lot of rodents and lizards.
Okay.
And overhead there'll be birds as well. Snakes. Larger creatures are rare, and mainly they're goats.
Okay.
We did find like that one massive goat, but I was like way further north in the desert.
That's on the coast too, though.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. The goats tend to stick to the rocky outcroppings naturally. They don't tend to go down near the sand.
Mm-hmm.
Could we cause a ruckus of like getting a goat down into the sand?
But for what? Why?
If we ever like need that, like not actually right now.
Cryo just wants to throw a goat in the sand for no good reason.
Not for no good reason.
Do they have any animals here? Speaking of
the worms,
like animals.
But why would we do that?
Okay, so
That's suicide.
they have.
Worms are cool.
They have. Okay, first of all, who the fuck do you think is gonna fare better if there's worms around? You or the guys who've been living with worms for over 1,000 years?
I'm pretty sure we could take them.
No.
2. They have camels here.
Okay, camels.
Yeah.
Also, we're trying not to destroy all the evidence.
Oh yeah, of course not. I'm saying that's like an ultimate last resort if ever needed. I'm not saying we should do it, because yeah, not a smart idea. It's just an idea. Not even one that I would recommend doing.
This is just your partially digested twin talking in your brain. I'm gonna assume that every terrible get the party killed idea Iskra has ever had is thanks to the partially digested twin. We're gonna call them Sistra.
Sister. Ah, shit.
It's my sister.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so is the plan now just to wait for the ambassadors to go over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then while they're headed over, we'll have the imp listen in while start rummaging around.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, grandmother is.
Meanwhile, let's head there. Let's go invisible and then head there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you also notice that there is one individual who is kind of lying here asleep. They seem to be infirm, possibly with some disease. This here seems to be grandmother's personal attendant who doesn't leave, even though everybody else is ushered away when it comes to the ambassadors dealing with grandmother. So the ambassadors make their way over.
In the right room?
This dude here seems to be sick.
Oh.
This person here seems to be grandmother's personal servant, who that was the one who was reading the letter for grandmother. Okay. Even though everybody else is usually sent away when the ambassadors come, that guy seems to stay.
All right, well, let's head there. Let's go invisible and head there.
Okay, and then in the meantime, while the meeting is going on, you guys can fish around here for documents. So what do you want to do
Wally
first?
Go there too?
Up to you. Well, Wally has the photograph spell.
But I could cast it through Wizard, can't I?
It's not a touch spell. If you wanted to cast it through Wizard, you would have to be within 100 feet, and Wiz would have to be in Kobold mode. Because the Kobold mode has the Sorceress link.
Damn, so he can't just take a pencil and just scribble a bit?
It took me a fucking second there to realize you meant pencil.
Yeah, okay, I guess we make our way in there.
Penkle?
Yeah.
Penkle.
Might be good. So do you want to do the eavesdropping or the document fishing first?
I guess we can...
It's happening simultaneously. Just what info do you want in your brain first?
I think I want to listen in on these guys first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Wizard will keep an eye out on for the imp there.
Okay. So let's see. All right. So grandmother is embroiled in conversation with the two individuals who are very clearly not dressed like Sovrani, the ambassadors from Aridides and Samaria. I hope that you can appreciate the position that my superiors have been put in thanks to the failure of your operatives in their forward base. We spent hundreds of thousands of units of gold developing both those undersea facilities and the submersible vessel that we allowed your people to employ. There's simply no way that it could have gone missing. Either the entire operation ran afoul of some Leviathan threat, or it was those... whatever their business is called, those anti-slavers. I think you mean the Funky Crunch? Yes, we're more aware of them over in Erudides than you would be down in Samaria, that's for sure. They operate more brazenly in our city. We had received reports that they had the capability for undersea exploration and combat, but the method with which they could have been able to pinpoint both the vessel and undersea facilities still eludes us. Yes, though the technicalities aren't of concern to us. What is a concern is the threat of the details about our professional relationship being leaked to the public. I'm sure you can appreciate how bad it would look if it was discovered that we were working together with a group as shady as the Sovrani. Grandmother is clearly not happy about that comment, but manages to temper her anger. Well, you're the ones with all the plans. Why don't you tell me exactly what you plan to do about it? We've already sent one of your assassins after the group, but they failed, evidently, so we haven't heard back from them. It's obvious we won't be able to beat this group in direct combat. Mass poisoning would be far too suspicious as well. The most we could hope for is perhaps to lure their group out into the desert and have them run afoul of one of your sandworms. The great land carvers do not obey our whims. It is not as though we could command them to attack a group of travelers. At most, you could lure them to one of their nests where there are eggs. I would rather not see their eggs put at risk, though, if these funky people are the warriors that you say they are. Yes, well, we've actually already put out listings for a gold reward to acquire sandworm eggs and sandworm venom, hoping that their need of gold and hunger for exploration and monster combat would drive them to accept that suicide quest. Unfortunately, there was no such luck. I don't think your Sumerian methods are quite up to the task, Poisoning and assassination would do just fine if their group was more ragtag. Perhaps a couple years ago we could have relied on such methods. This is a high-profile organization with overall favorable public relations, though. We need some kind of scandal to turn public opinion against them. Once again, I fail to see what any of this has to do with the Sovrani. Well, you see, for the few who still know about you folk, you're generally considered unsavory types. You know, for all the slavery and assassination and living in the shadows of the desert and riding sandworms around. What do you mean, riding sandworms? Who has ever ridden a sandworm? That is a ridiculous notion and just goes to show how little you city folk know about a Sovrani. Grandmother actually seems heated.
I thought we would eventually be able to ride sandworms. Are they just broken hearing this?
No.
Fucking stereotype dissolved. Well, that's to our advantage, honestly. You see, the Funky Crunch has this bizarre habit of being able to form friendly business relationships with some of the shadiest organizations and still come out smelling like roses. Be it bandits, pirates, witch cults, you name it. Well, it's not out of the question that they could try and reach out to the Sovrani people in some naive bid to try and turn your group against ours. That would be the ideal scenario for us. So you're saying that if I'm approached by these Funky Crunch business people, that I'm to play friends with them in order to ruin their reputation by making it known that they are friends of the Sovrani?
Oh boy.
Something like that, yes. If their organization decides to work with yours, then we can expose your slave trade and perhaps even pin the operation on them. I see what you're getting at. The hypocrisy of them taking such an anti-slavery stance and having it revealed that they were working with the slavers all along. We could even say that they were performing humanoid experiments in order to get those beast suits that they use working. So your plan is to accuse your foes of the very things you yourselves are guilty of, the things that they are trying to take you down for. Well, naturally, we'd also have to cover up all of our involvement with you, should it come to that. I'll gather all the documents I can so that I can put them to the flame. That seems like the optimal strategy here, doesn't it? I think you city folk are the most evil creatures that have ever been put on this land. Think whatever you want, Grandma. You know your people's continued survival is dependent on our superiors continuing to be your patrons. The Sovrani grandmother acquiesces to this remark, and the meeting comes to an end.
Oh boy, fellas.
Dude, I'm sweating.
Oh boy, fellas.
Oh man, imagine just fucking listening to people plot to kill you. That's a fucking new sensation.
Are they
I feel tingly.
When they said to team up with the Funky Crunch, our Dave had a big wicked smile coming up.
Jackson's just like, "I'll fight you."
This works perfectly in our favor, fellas.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So one thing that first of all, we need to copy all the documents. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm glad I fucking managed to catch the thing. My PC crashed. I had to quickly switch to my cell.
Yeah, that's why your voice sounded goofy for a second.
Yeah,
Goofy.
And I didn't want to just interrupt big info dump. I just yeah.
Yeah, appreciated. Okay.
So, what were you saying?
So we have a few options. Well, obviously we're going to copy all the documents down because we can't have them get destroyed because that would be not good. So we're keeping all of them. We're not keeping them. We're taking pictures of all of them. Before they get destroyed.
The involvement they have with the Sovrani. Yeah, we'll take copies of them because they're probably going to destroy them soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're using your...
replace them with copies because he's just going to burn them. He's probably not going to pay much attention to whether they're the genuine article or not.
Mm-hmm.
We should also take any, look for any, signatures and emblems that we could use, so we could prove that it's them doing it, perhaps.
We could also probably sketch the people.
Let's take the sketch and leave the sketch and take the real ones with us. So if anyone does be like, yeah, this is real documents written by one of your
Ooh.
people. Kind
Your
of
voice
stuff.
is getting a little crusty.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me try rejoining.
Yeah, in terms of the actual things that you can find, when you pick up the documents around the place, they seem to be completely gibberish to you.
Hey, congrats, they're in a code. We'll have to break it.
And comprehend language? Could you read stuff, like encoded stuff with comprehend language?
Like, are they gibberish as in comprehend languages does not extend to this, or gibberish as in it's in more code?
It would be up to you to check, or like you could make an Arcana check, or you could use Detect Magic. If you want to determine if it's magically encoded or...
Okay, let's see. RD D20. Let me just roll my portents really quick just to see what the fuck is up.
4 and 9.
Okay.
So you could make somebody fail and somebody maybe fail.
Okay. So I guess I can roll an Arcana and just substitute the 9 there if I'm not mistaken, because that Arcana would probably give me what's it called? Is it Detect Magic that'll like tell me what spell or whatever it is?
Detect Magic will tell you if it is magic and what school of magic it is.
Okay, so I guess I can...
Yeah, notably, you do not have time to cast Detect Magic as a ritual, so you will need to use it as a spell here.
That's fine.
Okay, so you detect magic and detect that these documents are enchanted with illusion magic.
Okay, and I can roll Arcana for that then. So like what spell would it be?
Or don't you have a cancel? Or
Dispel Magic, yeah.
Disarm. Oh yeah, Dispel Magic.
Okay, what spell is it?
You're pretty sure it's illusory text.
Illusory text, okay.
Yep.
I don't have that spell, notably.
That is a spell that you could dispel with Dispel Magic.
But would they know?
It is likely that they would.
Sure. I'm sorry, I replaced your spot with the machine.
Yep. So, one thing that you can do is make a copy of them in their illusory state, take the illusory ones, and then Dispel Magic.
That's the most stupid shit.
What do you mean? That's genius. I planned that specifically.
That'd work.
They're gonna try to dispel the spell, and it's not gonna dispel, and they're gonna be like, "Huh?"
Well, you know that they're trying to destroy the documents, not preserve them.
True.
I thought about this shit, man.
Okay, I guess we're doing that. All right, we cast the.
Also, hey, Sass, welcome in.
Oh, hi, Sass.
Thank you for that raid.
Sorry. There we go.
Copy and paste that shit.
And thank you for giving that shout out. How was your stream tonight, Sass? Hope you guys over there were having a good one. Welcome into D&D.
Yeah, we just had to listen to people talk about killing us, so that was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, so right now the
how funny would it be if we just went up there right now, Wally, and we're like, we're embassies of the Funky Crunch. We're here to make an alliance.
See, I was thinking about that. I was like, yo, wouldn't it be like we have a few options. We have one option of never talking to Granny, and we have another option of actually talking to Granny. And that could either end really well or really poorly.
I mean, they don't know we have other fellows here. I could go in alone, perhaps.
I was gonna say, you could always... You know what? I'm just gonna start suggesting random things as Logan to cover bases. Logan says, you know, you could change your disguises to other elves. before attempting to make contact with grandmother. That way you can fall back on your current disguises should you be found out.
That is true.
Wait,
doing a constant
understand.
switch up.
Alternatively, you could disguise yourselves as the ambassadors.
All right. Do
Sweaty
we have any
emoji.
dark elf friends? What's his name? His dark elf, right?
Who is?
Our bookkeeper? Not bookkeeper. He keeps.
Oh, Turvin?
Was
No.
he dark elf? Yeah.
No.
Oh
No,
he
no.
wasn't.
No, he's
Shit.
not. No.
I'll disguise
Yeah, no,
myself
Turvin
as
is,
Mario. How about?
Turvin is half human, half wood elf.
Okay. Do we have any dark elf friends or know any? Shit.
There's a
anything.
random bartender in Samaria you guys are friendly with who's a dark elf. Oh, speaking of Sass, earlier today we just found honey in a random animation.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, the character is just straight up named Honey and just looks like honey.
It was in some like animation done by like some random artist on Twitter.
Yeah,
I thought
it
you were
was
doing like
kind
some
of
kind
insane.
of collab when I looked at that.
Yeah, like straight up, it looks exactly like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, here. It is exactly me.
Yeah, like to an insane degree.
And I'm walking into Burger Joint.
Yeah.
Burger.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the meantime, while you guys are thinking what to do about that, let me describe the documents that you've just decoded magically. So, Oh, in terms of marks, you notice that there's a small blue circle of ink in the corners of official-looking documents.
Small blue what?
Small blue circle of ink in the corner.
Okay, so what I
Yeah.
need to...
Bottom right-hand corner of the documents have a small blue circle of ink. And when you dispel the illusory text, the circle disappears.
Let's just make a copy of that just in case, like writing it down. How we saw it, at least.
Could we roll insight on that?
Okay.
Our D20. What the fuck is my insight? Is your insight better, or is my insight better?
I purposely made
Mine's
my
plus
insight
5.
very low because our days is a very trusting.
Okay.
Okay, you're pretty sure it's to indicate which of the documents are actually official, and they make it part of the illusory text so that they can know if it's been dispelled and replicated.
Well,
Luckily, you did this in the right order.
Oh,
Thank you.
Heyo, Flair, thank you very much for that resub. How are you doing
Yeah.
tonight? Roll to check if
Thanks
your
for
roll was good.
resubing.
What is this, football?
Roll to check if my roll was good.
Well, it doesn't mean roll the dice, it means roll around on the ground.
Okay. I don't want to do that. There's a bunch of fur on the ground.
Oh, why'd you put it there?
I placed my dog there, and then
I thought
that was the consequence.
But yeah, so these mostly appear to be work orders, instructions for the ambassadors, and copies of arrangements between the University of Eru and the Goldworks. According to the orders, the ambassadors were both sent to watch over the affairs of the Sovrani people and act as direct contacts between the Sovrani and the two institutions. 2 specific ambassadors were chosen because of their high places in society and because of their importance to each organization. It seems as though the deal between the organizations was to send a valued member to this position where they could essentially be kept as collateral for if any of the dealings between the Goldworks and the university fell through, to prevent one side from betraying the other. However, based on what these two appear to be, one being that Durgar and the other being that high elf, It doesn't seem like they're sending their best here. It seems that both organizations kind of tried to cheat by sending in someone who was worth next to nothing.
Yeah.
Mom needed my help with something.
Oh, okay.
No problem.
But unfortunately, none of the documents that you find here necessarily directly confirm that the Goldworks or the university were directly involved with the slave trade, or were specifically purchasing slaves from the Sovrani. These documents do, at the very least, however, provide you with solid and contractually written links between the Goldworks and University of Eru, for as much as that is worth to your greater plans of disrupting these two organizations.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They wouldn't just have a little fucking bill and receipt invoice being like, yes, I'd like to order 2 slaves. Okay.
So unlike
that
the
letter.
Sovrani, these two fellows maybe could be bought with money.
I don't know about that.
We'll see.
Well, especially because the organizations that they're from are the 2 literally richest organizations in the world.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that they were just talking about killing us.
Yeah,
Mass
like-
poisoning, what was it? Yeah.
Well, they were like, oh, but mass poisoning would probably be bad PR. Let's not do that. Let's lure them
Yeah.
out into the desert and get sandworms to eat them.
Yeah.
And then just they settled on, yeah, let's have them like try to befriend the Sovrani and like be like, oh look, see, they say they're against slavers, but look, it would be a hell of a sell to be like, yeah, the Sovrani aren't slavers by choice.
We're trying to reform them like we did the bandits and the pirates. We
Yeah.
can always use that as our, our classic go-to.
Yeah, but
Then again, I don't think we've ever really cared about much of PR.
Yeah.
I just think it's a much harder sell considering it's like generational thing of Sovrani are the bad guys, that slavery, and it's just what
The
they're
thing
known
is,
for.
the majority of the rest of the world doesn't know the Sovrani. They know the shadowy organization, the Sovra Body Snatchers.
That's true.
We could start spreading stuff around.
Yeah, we could give them good PR. Like, these aren't slavers. They're like this desert Batman. they're capturing the baddies.
They call them. They're not Batman. They're Worm Woman.
Oh shit!
The Goldworks exploiting people.
Sorry, what was that?
Why do we spread shit about the Goldworks exploiting people? I don't know. That just seems like infantilizing the Sovrani almost. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking, like going along that angle of like, they basically, if we can get that pinpoint proof that they're working together, namely the Goldworks and Sovrani.
The main thing we need to look for, it's because she did mention everything that they want to pin on us is what they're doing, like modifying humans and whatnot, or testing on humans at very least is one of the big things that I've caught. Mm-hmm. So that's probably something that we should look forward to.
Yeah.
On both sides, I think.
And if we could find out like where they have like these would-be assassins that they keep on like programming.
Yeah, they're producing back in Samaria.
Yeah, because
we already have everything we need to get the proper information, like at the city itself. We just need to find where they're doing it, but we know what to look for now at the very least.
Yeah, like.
But right now is us trying to find, just bonus mode right now.
Yeah, one thing is like, we could basically like do the whole sort of like, Goldworks are like the true slavers because they enslave the Sovrani to the dirty work for them. So they have the bad rep and image, or for like the ones that are in the know enough, and then like it's like Silver Body Snatchers are like some secret sect group from the Goldworks. And just whispers.
It does look like they at least take care of the slaves.
Well, the ones that they don't send off to be humanoid experiments.
Yeah. So they're taking care of us
it doesn't
right now.
seem like they're taking care. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're taking care of them based on compassion so much as we need them to be able-bodied so that they can work the farms, and then so that we can ship them off to be experiments.
We could use that though if they tried to use bad PR. We could try to sweep that part under the rug. Okay, but game plan.
So make sure to get the heck on out of there before the ambassadors get back.
Get out of here.
Yep. We'll be sure to walk in such a way that'll like sweep the.
You're on rocks.
Off.
You're not on fucking sand.
Okay, we'll still do a funny walk on our way out.
Are you guys like invisible too, or not? Or...
Yeah, I can pop an invisibility on myself.
Invisibility. Well, I'll do it like in a blind spot, like a corner of a building or something. Like, well, no one's looking at me. Then I'll head back to
go invisible in the washroom.
Yeah, the bathroom.
Go invisible in the washroom.
Yeah, you go in there, and then the door opens, and nobody comes out, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, he fell in."
Find the great and mighty poo.
And I'm going to throw my shit at you. So I showed that to one of my students. I don't remember why I showed it to one of my students, but I showed it to one of my students, and then that became part of her, like, that became like her default, like when she types in YouTube, it's not youtube.com that's like the first link, it's YouTube, but then like the URL is like the URL for the Great Mighty Pooh song.
Yep.
So that was just stuck like that for months. For whatever reason, I don't know why her browser decided to fixate on it, but every single time she typed in YouTube and pressed enter, like out of reflex, it would just go to the Great Mighty Pooh song and she'd start laughing. It was really good.
Fantastic.
I love it.
I think I was talking about Conquer and how it was like really fucking like vile.
Yeah.
Just rancid.
Oh no.
Aww.
Hey, you know,
well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Let's see what mine does.
I'm curious too now.
Oh no! I'm gonna play the audio for it on stream.
Uh-oh.
This is probably gonna sound horrible. Oh god, I see you have it up.
What the fuck? Why is it that? It's a drunk Japanese businessman.
Okay, so the video has 10k views. It's 13 years old from a channel with 54 subscribers. The title is "A Japanese Man of 76 years old to sing Imagine at karaoke." The description is, he is 76 years old. He listened to Imagine for the first time 1 week ago.
Damn.
That's what comes up on my my YouTube. As soon as I type Y, that's the first link that comes up.
Damn.
Because I watched
Nothing
it
for me. Mm-hmm.
Because I watched it, and I watched it multiple times, and I sent it to Honey too.
Yeah, for me it's just my subscriptions. Boring.
Huh. You know,
But,
it'll probably help if I actually close these tabs on
yeah,
YouTube.
that definitely wasn't the one that I was expecting to be there. I was expecting
really funny.
I was expecting like a random song or playlist that I use for streams. But yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting that.
It's pretty magical.
Yeah. Also, the reason that I know about that is because of a fucking Mario ROM hack that was submitted to a competition where instead of having gameplay, they just wrote a fucking monologue in one of the hint boxes that that went on for like 30 minutes. It was just a fucking like surrealist monologue, like a fucking Samuel Beckett-ass monologue. And randomly in there, they had that fucking YouTube link.
Great.
That's
Yeah.
pretty magical, honestly.
So that's
BRB.
okay. Yeah, that's why I know about that, and that's why that's a thing on my YouTube, I guess. But yeah, I just had to show Honey. I was like, look at this absurd shit. Look at this absolute theater of cruelty. It occurs to me that if I wasn't a fucking theater kid, my life would have been a lot different. I wouldn't know who Samuel Beckett was. I wouldn't know that it was pronounced Godot. I wouldn't know what Theater of Cruelty was. I wouldn't have been listening to this 76-year-old Japanese man singing Imagine. Anyway, there's that tangent, I guess.
I return.
Welcome back.
Happy news.
What is the news?
There was a mosquito in my washroom that I couldn't get this morning because it was just like flying around like crazy. And I walked into the washroom just now, and it was drowned in the toilet. So I just went and peed on it.
Oh,
flushed it.
amazing.
This mosquito
Now
has
it
been
won't.
just eating at me for the past week. I don't know where the fuck he's hiding at.
Yeah, so the happiest news ever. Now he can't bite my butt.
What if he lives in your hair?
Oh shit.
I would fucking scream, actually.
Luckily, mosquitoes seem to kind of just leave me alone.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
there
It's
was-
mysterious.
I was walking home one day and a mosquito sat on me and started feeding on me. So I was
Wow.
like, get the fuck off. And so I slapped it off, and then it came right the fuck back.
Yeah, that's
And
not
it
what
sat
you.
down for like
yeah,
a split
no,
second.
no. You know what
and
you know what
already
you need
left
to
a
do.
bite.
You need to flex.
Yeah, so that I can make it explode.
Yes, if you flex hard enough, when a mosquito is biting you, it will explode.
Yeah, I'll be like, here, eat.
Your final meal.
Hilarious.
Enjoy. It will be your last. Yeah, and then you just flex your arm until they fucking explode.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that much muscle on my forearm, but you know.
Aren't all biting mosquitoes female?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the male ones just pollinate.
Yeah. Anyways.
They
back
they,
to
re-
game.
they reproduce and they pollinate. That's
Yeah.
all they do. Oh, Sarah's out of the
Okay.
game.
What do you mean I'm out of the game?
I guess your roll 20 crashed.
It's
Oh.
it's
Oh,
fine.
there you are.
Oh, there we go. You're back.
Now you're back.
I just have to go jiggle my mouse.
Mm.
That's weird. Does it have a timeout now?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Possible.
Yeah, maybe.
Possible.
Okay, so with that information revealed, you can form plans regarding all that. But there are still places where you could attempt to engage with folks to gather information if you need.
We have a dinner party.
I mean, that's a little grand for what's really gonna happen, which is just that the dude's gonna get his wife to cook for you.
That's fine.
Sorry, continue.
But yeah, in the meantime, before that comes, you can potentially grab more info from folks around. Like the guy mentioned that his wife was hanging around the watering hole and whatnot. Plus, there's just other spots where folks are gathered.
The watering hole is the middle?
Yep.
Are we allowed to go around those areas? We're not going to be we're not going to look sussy.
Well, folks are there getting water, as well as getting crops.
Are we allowed to get the crops too?
I mean, you could always ask.
True.
Or you could observe.
Yeah, see what everyone else is doing and probably imitate.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they're asking someone way beforehand if they could grab some crops or getting water as well. Let's do just that.
Okay.
I guess we'll scoot on over. From the top, I guess.
Yeah, it's just over there. So, yeah, over by the water basin, there's folks who are operating the water pump that filters and fills the rainwater here into carrying and drinking vessels. They seem to be able to do this relatively freely. They just line up. There's a little bit of small talk going on. You hear one of them saying, "Oh, you've got a second pot of water. Are you going to be cooking something tonight?" "Oh, yes, I was thinking of steaming some cactus pads and shredding them to make something like rice. We haven't had good dried rice brought here in so long, I figured I would improvise some." "And what are you making with that?" "Well, we have some pickled vegetables. The only meat we managed to get is the tail from an iguana who must have ended up in one of our rabbit snares." "You'll have to make that go a long way. Hopefully it was a nice juicy tail." "Yeah, apparently we're going to be having guests tonight, so I'm pulling out all the stops." "Guests, really?" "Yes, apparently one of them helped treat my husband, so he's having me make a meal for them as a way to pay them back."
Should we maybe try hunting something so that we can bring...
Yeah, we don't come empty-handed.
Yeah.
Let's keep our eyes out for, like, hunters. Let's see if we could join up or at least tail them for a bit.
Our wagon has food, yes?
Yeah, you have food supplies.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Specifically, you have hella pemmican and the stuff that you need to make barley tea.
Look,
but
perfect.
That means you have barley.
Oh.
You give them a new crop.
Barley's not going to grow very well here, but you have dried barley.
Yeah, not much. Good water, but yeah, very
dried
cool.
barley.
Hmm?
Okay, yeah, I guess you can make something out of that.
You can make lots of stuff out of barley. It's basically just another wheat. You can make bread.
Yeah,
You can make oatmeal.
Okay. Or like some kind of porridge or like side.
Sorry.
That's what we should do.
What was that, sir?
Go into business with the Sovrani instead, but actually, like, no. Those guys had a good idea, right? Look, we use the gold works, right? We cut off their income, and then we go into business with them instead.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's a plan, baby.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Like, that is definitely an idea.
Oh yeah, that was already in the books. Like Wally's already like planning on cozying up with these guys because he wants to like liberate their people and potentially like free them from the culture of like enslaving people.
Yeah.
And I wonder if I don't know if we're going to be talking to Granny today or like at all right now. Skippy, no. But it would be like cool if we could like appeal to her, dignity, I suppose, as a Sovrani and potentially like,
Also, regarding the just kill them plan, they're currently outnumbered about 10-1.
If we do anyway, we wouldn't be able to get out.
Sorry, I should say 20-1, and also it would leave them stranded here.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of sandworms around that will kill us.
The heat.
And we don't know how to avoid them.
We don't know how to live here. Yeah. Oh, we could definitely negotiate. I feel with Granny now that we know that the two boyos at the top left told her to if we try and get contact with her, be friends or something.
Yeah. But like we can definitely appeal to her dignity.
That as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you can tell that she doesn't want to be in this position.
Yeah, and we at least have more knowledge about their way of life than these two bozos have.
Yeah, that's definitely another thing that I was thinking. The fact that we actually took the time to learn about their culture and not just kind of come in like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm. For the Granny, did they have any special greeting or outro for her? Like, did they do anything with like till the desert worm till kind of stuff?
They do use the same greetings, but notably they when it comes time to end a conversation, the first line is used to kind of indicate, okay, we're done here. They will always wait for Grandma to say it first.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like whoever started is in the position of power, I assume.
Generally, the Sovrani all consider themselves equals, other than to grandmother.
Okay,
that makes
okay.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
She's like their de facto like guide and leader. De facto.
Yeah,
Alright,
you don't have to.
very
You
cool.
don't have to add de facto. She just is their guide and leader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Essentially, like,
Alright, very cool. Alright, let's get some water and get ready for that dinner.
Yeah, prepare some barley.
I want to let everybody know that my cat is terrified of the CNC machine.
Oh.
What does that stand for anyway?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Numerical control.
Numerical control.
Computer numerical control. I see.
Okay.
Once again, I cannot get the position. This is just baffling to me. I don't understand how people do this. Like, I have an image, right? I import the image into the program, and it's like everything just gets fucked. It's like there's no relation to, like, the positioning of things from the image that I import to the. I don't understand how people are doing this. Like what do you? How are you doing it in a way that it just doesn't get completely demolished? I don't understand. It's like, okay, so everything's in the right place, but it's like offset by a quarter inch. Almost in the right place. I
don't know. Are there any like tutorials online or something like that?
Oh, probably, and they'll probably tell me to do a whole bunch of things. That I, like if I go to their website, it'll be like, do exactly what you've already done, and then I'll have to dig through like 500 different.
So why go for a CNC machine anyway, as opposed to a 3D printer?
Well, I can cut out like heat press vinyl logos, and my mom's making. What I'm trying to do is my mom's making buttons for her the organization she volunteers with, and so they've been, not with scissors, they have like a cutter, but they've been cutting all out the images like individually, like punching them out. And I was like, well, what if I could get this thing to do a whole sheet for you in like 30 seconds? But
I guess the CNC machine can work with more different materials.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Well, CNC, I guess, would be like cutting things out.
Yeah, it's basically the opposite of a 3D printer, where a 3D printer like adds material, the CNC cuts out material.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it just cuts things. That's all it does, is it cuts shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen my uncle use that because he works at like tool and die factory, essentially.
Yeah. So what I got is a Cricut, and it cuts like paper and cardstock and stuff. And then the ones you'd see in a tool and die will cut like sheet metal and wood. But that's the same idea. It's just their software is just absolutely fucking bonkers. It just destroys any image that I put into it. Sorry.
The Cricut one? Or
yeah, the Cricut one. It's just like it fucked.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I keep fiddling with it. Sorry, I'm interrupting the bitch.
Yeah, no worries. You're good. We can chat. But yeah. Anyways, I guess we've gotten that intel. I don't know if we want to like approach her now, or like we'll surprise her, be like, yeah, we heard you talking at the watering hole, and we've decided to bring some of our barley and stuff. Should we prepare our barley?
I think we should.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we can make some barley.
Yeah, what do you want to do with it?
Well, she was mentioning that no.
What?
Skip you like, so are we lighting it on fire?
The barley? Sure. Light the barley on fire. Just make toasted barley.
Oh. I guess we can bring like the dried barley for like the tea. Like we can bring that for tea, and then I guess we could also make like she doesn't have any like
classic
anything like a rice.
Yeah, what she's doing in order to make rice is literally taking the cactus pads and shredding them.
Okay. Then maybe, I don't know, I guess we could approach her and be like, hey, we're bringing barley tonight.
Sure.
Give her a sussy look. We're bringing the barley tonight.
Yeah, no context at all. Just, hey, we're bringing the barley.
She looks at us in horror, like, what the fuck does that even mean?
No explanation given. Let's just tell her that, get water, and leave.
Yeah, barley is something that you could make beer out of.
Do they refer to the female members of their like family as sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I figured as such, but as much rather. Okay. Which one is the lady?
One of them's.
Okay.
It doesn't terribly matter.
Okay, I'll go for this one because I can see the face less, and therefore it looks less like overtly masculine. Okay. Hello, sister. I happened to overhear you're preparing dinner for guests tonight?
Oh, yes, indeed, but why do you approach me about this?
Oh, because we're the ones that helped your husband earlier. And I didn't want to impose too much, so if we could,
she nods to you and thanks you for that. Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Huh? Sorry, Sarah, were you talking to us or ranting at your cat? Huh?
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Piece of shit. It's like everything. It's all a fucking scam.
Right.
Mm.
The woman, nods to you, gives her thanks for helping her husband out.
Yeah, so I heard you were running low on certain foods, and I didn't want to impose too much. So if we could we prepare some barley for the table?
Are you certain? Also, what is barley? Oh yeah, by the way, you don't have a word for barley in Undercommon. So you if you're gonna say barley, then you would have to use the common word for it.
That's right. You can just say it's some shit you picked up in your trading.
Some grains, I guess. Like we'll bring some
physical
grains.
beer. Oh, grains like
beer, pre-beer.
like rice grains or teff, but a different kind. From where did you get this barley?
We parlayed for it.
What's the fucking... Oh, hold on, out of character. What is the place, the little town that, like... that we started at?
Field.
No, not Pasterfield, like the town.
Oh, the starting town is Karemios, but that's not a small town.
No, not that one. Not that one.
Huh?
The one that we literally came from, that we rode from.
Oh, that's just part of Samaria.
Good area.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we could always say we got it from some adventurers. We got like what we've been telling everyone else. We got it from some adventurers.
Or like merchants or whatever that were passing through. Like.
Oh, I see. Then it must have been traded from across the seas at some point.
Yeah, seems to be. It is dry, so I suppose it would make transport relatively simple, but it is tasty.
As long as it is wholesome food. You've tried it then? It's okay to eat?
Yes, it is.
I wonder what to do with it.
We can prepare it if you'd like, and we can bring some dried stuff, some dried versions of the barley to make tea. It's quite nice as well. Good flavor.
I see. Thank you again, then.
Yeah, then we'll be seeing you.
Indeed. As the... Me forgetting my own fucking line.
Scrolling up to it.
Yeah, as the desert winds blow.
As the sandworms till.
Scroll wheel sounds.
That's a mood. Me furiously clicking through the pinned messages.
Yeah.
Thank God I pinned them too. Okay, so I guess we'll get some water to boil some barley and make some
all right.
Not rice. Aside.
With some pemmican soup as well. Our classic.
Yes. Yep. There you go. Rehydrated meat soup.
Yeah.
Schmeat.
One of these days you're going to throw a pemmican into a pot and a whole deer is going to come out.
Yeah. Freedom.
It's like one of those like sponge animals.
Yeah, it's a shrinky dink. What do you mean chia?
No.
It's not a chia pet.
It's not, but I don't know why I just got that image in my head.
Fucking hell. You know what's really funny?
What?
The Bernie Sanders chia pet, because he doesn't have fucking hair on most of his head. It's just around the sides.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, anytime there's elections, they always make chia pets for all the presidential candidates and stuff.
Oh damn!
Yeah, my friend got me a Donald Trump head. It's still in my closet somewhere. I haven't raised it yet. I'll raise it eventually.
I was gonna say if you put the chia on the top of its head, does it like fly off?
I'm wondering.
I think I have one of Obama as well.
Obama?
Obama.
What's the point of chia pets? Are they edible? Like,
no, it's the most fucking garbage boomer shit item that fucking exists. It's literally just, hey, check it out. It grows hair. Ha.
There's a Mount Rushmore Chia Pet.
Yeah, it's
a Scooby-Doo one. I've
seen the Scooby-Doo ones.
I've seen some video like a woman that's turned like her couch and her toilet into Chia Pets.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I mean, I just eat chia seeds.
Yeah,
I didn't need to grow pets out of that.
Could you not eat the chia then?
Okay, but that's like fucking. It's like buying a gingerbread house so you can have some gingerbread. It's way the fuck more expensive.
I mean, I guess you could keep growing it and then like culling it and then growing it again.
Get infinite chia pets.
People actually fucking eat their chia pets. But that's awesome.
You could just buy some fucking chia seeds and make an actual like chia farm.
Yeah,
as opposed to
chia pets.
You gotta get a cool chia
pet and look like some kind of psycho.
Oh my god! Imagine going into a person's garden and seeing like a bunch of fucking like chia heads just in the dirt.
There's a bunch of presidents.
You'd be like, oh my god, are you on a watch list? Oh my god, yeah, just imagine like a bunch of presidents lined up, but for some reason there's like randomly a fucking like Shrek between like Clinton and Bush.
Oh shit.
Well,
right, I got like two. I already got two of them, so.
Awesome. You're halfway there.
Yep.
I could get, the gamer presidents, all the gamer presidents all in one place.
Oh my god. Just fucking just take the audio and put it over footage of you just filming your chia pets and make people think that you're actually insane.
All right, I'll see.
Make some fucking audio that's like, we've been turned into chia pets. Let me be clear. I don't appreciate being turned into a chia pet.
I am the best chia pet.
Make some audio. Just get Brandon to do it. Pretty good Obama.
Obama?
Anyways. Those AI presidents that you've been listening to.
Oh, true.
I heard the other day Plankton from SpongeBob singing "Numb."
Like,
they got special editions. I'm looking at chia pets right now. They got like,
oh my god,
the President Biden special edition.
Yo, special edition. You need those collector's packs.
I was gonna say, what the fuck is the special? What would the special edition be? Does he fucking...
I have no idea.
Is it like his entire bust and he's about to fucking Biden blast or something?
Biden blast?
What?
Great. Just his entire body.
Have you not seen the Biden blast?
No.
Biden blast is good.
Yeah, apparently he's able to do some kind of fucking Kamehameha technique.
They're the guy I really like. He did like a whole like anime episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I've also been watching President's D&D for...
Oh my god.
That's my first introduction to Curse of Strahd is AI. Yeah, some of these guys are fucking psychos. They release like 1 hour episodes, and I watch them all.
My god. So basically, we've entered the period where people no longer need to make content.
Now these guys are like writing the stories. It's not.
Okay. They don't just they don't go to ChatGPT and are like, write me some fucking presidents.
Playing Dungeons and Dragons. No, they're trash. I've seen a couple of those and they're trash.
Oh, okay.
I watched like maybe a little bit too much of these fellas. I can tell you all the best ones. All the ones.
I saw a little featurette of somebody showing off. It was like ASMR encouragement roleplay affirmation videos where they were written by ChatGPT and then had an AI voice. Like one of them was Kevin Conroy Batman talks to you about your masturbation addiction.
I heard of that
just completely AI produced content that has millions of views about Batman telling you not to jerk off.
I heard like someone mention that in another video, and I just heard that bit. It's like, oh my god, this is a thing.
Why?
This is a thing now. Because Batman.
Because fucking Zoomers absolutely adore sludge. Have you seen like the fucking all the popular videos on TikToks are just like 3 videos played at once?
Oh.
It's like a video of a fucking like car going by, plus a video of like a show, plus a video of somebody like cutting soap, all at the same time, all played at once.
Yeah, I don't know about that, boys.
Just capitalizing on people who are so overexposed to the internet that they have no ability to focus on one thing anymore.
But yeah, anyhow. What are we in the middle of? I guess we're gonna go back to the little like communal area here and make some barley.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'd have to go over to your wagons in order to get those materials. There's also a whole bunch of folks over by the wagons.
Okay, I guess we'll go there.
Yeah. Potential candidates for conversation.
I guess they're gathered here. I guess we'll listen first.
Okay.
And see if we can inject ourselves.
So, as folks continue to unload wagons and whatnot, you overhear a conversation. How are your wares selling, brother? Ah, what a question. I'm more than a little embarrassed to say, but whenever I come home with a laden cart, it's not because I have sold and bought. I've had to bring back the textiles and pottery I went out with many a time. Why could that be? Surely even the city dwellers can tell that they're fine goods. What they say is that they're not interested in antiques. Everything that catches their eye is new technologies and pleasures. Truthfully, it seems that our old way of life must be dead. If it were not for the moving of hogs, oxen, and the training of their assassins, or should I say their doctors, as they call them, then the city folk would have no use for us. Truthfully, I wish they saw no use in us, and then perhaps we could simply return to our life before all of these dealings. Ah, brother, that is a naive hope. Sorry to sound rude, but we cannot continue this life forever. One day the city folk will run out of need for us, and we'll be waylaid, and we'll die out here in the desert. Even the Sovra is not warm to us. She's a cold and dead place nowadays. The sun still feels plenty warm to me, brother. You speak as though you're ready to become a stray sheep and begin life in this city as little more than a wastrel. I have concern for you, brother. To be true, being a wastrel in the city is looking more attractive than being king of the dunes. It's no wonder so many of our young siblings have abandoned our ways to live in the city.
Oh, I really want to do business with them so badly.
I think we might have to.
We might have to just do business.
That's our catchphrase. We might have to do business, fellas.
Yeah, we might just be inclined to do business with them.
It's business time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of fellas here, for sure.
It's like you're
all around.
It's like you're Morbin.
Business time.
Watch out! I'm about to biz.
No.
Take that wallet.
Sure do be me though. Skippy, no, we don't burn the carts.
Yeah, their own carts. Yeah, their own carts are there too. They'd have to burn their own carts.
Yeah. Also, our carts are the only way back.
Yeah. A lot of a lot of violence would basically just lead to you guys dying right now from being stranded in the desert forever.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. What can we say about this?
We could to start sort of help easing business or whatever, at least just supporting them, be like a secret benefactor, just leaving some crates and things or some secret message for them. Not mention Funky Crunch at all.
I think
And when we finally reveal ourselves hey, we're the ones that have been helping you this whole time, just be like,
I got kind of lost in your description, Cryo.
So we could leave them some supplies here and there of rice and some other food and things that they might need, no weapon stuff, right?
You're just gonna randomly leave them goods?
Yeah, just leave them some goods. Leave some special encrypted note or some special message that would have some meaning to them that obviously Erudities and Goldworks wouldn't give a crap about. And
I want you to put yourself in their shoes for a second. Imagine that you're the Funky Crunch, right? And somebody leaves you a barrel of food and is like, I know you guys need this, winky face.
Oh,
I would die
food.
for them. Oh, wait, no,
Yeah, they were just talking about poisoning us.
Yeah, they were, but we weren't.
You'd probably be hella suspicious that somebody was trying to poison you.
Yeah, I think we have to be straightforward.
Yeah.
At least negotiating. So when we look at see Grandma, I'm probably gonna be the ambassador of the Funky Crunch coming in.
I mean, don't do that when we're all still here.
I mean, they don't know you're still all here, so.
You eat the barrel around the food. Joke's on you. The barrel was poisoned.
Oh, the only person right now that they would think is here is me, or if Wally wants to join in as well.
Well, I mean, we would also probably want to disguise ourselves, yes?
Yeah. To get out, we could always leave and then redisguise ourselves.
Yeah.
And probably have the rest of the party pretend that they're injured, so they get taken out as what are they? Hogs? Or, not oxen, it's the other one, right?
Yeah, hogs.
Yeah, there's hogs and there's oxen.
Yeah, we could have them fake it's hogs to get out of here.
We can set the hut on fire. No, we won't do that.
You could go up to Grandma and be like, hey, Grandma, squeeze my hog.
Oh, no.
And she'll be like, no, those are sellable goods. No setting Grandma on fire. Stop that. We're trying to cooperate with her.
She is very dry looking. She would probably light.
So good.
Yeah, she's highly flammable.
Unfortunately, she's full of eucalyptus, so she's just going to explode, killing everybody within a mile radius.
Oh, fuck, dude. That's harsh. Okay.
Go, have this dinner and then see Grandma the next day.
Reminds me of the bit from Good Omens where they were burning a witch, and the witch decided to fill her robes with gunpowder and nails.
Shit.
So she just fucking exploded full of shrapnel, killing everybody around her.
Basically what we were doing underwater a couple weeks ago.
I don't know. I do want to still interject into this conversation.
What do you want to say, and what kind of info are you looking for?
I don't know. I guess we'll fucking see just by making conversation. I guess I can say I don't know. I'm trying to think of how to word this shit. Oh, I'm so much better at writing than I am at talking out loud. This sucks ass.
Write it first and then read it.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to take a bit. pardon me, brother, I couldn't help but overhear, but I think it's just that you haven't found the demographic, or perhaps, you know... See, that's right. Like, I feel so much better writing it. Like, not demographic,
Right customers?
The right customers, yes. Perhaps it hasn't caught the eye of the right customers is all. And city trends are always...
What do we have here? An expert merchant?
Well...
I'm just trying to be optimistic.
Yeah, just trying to be optimistic and perhaps helpful. And city folk do have their trends, no?
Yeah, you seem like you know a lot. Are you sure you're not trying to move into the city?
I'm thinking about it.
Not necessarily. I'm simply thinking about how we could potentially adapt to the changing world.
So you could just say, I need to know my audience in order to make a living.
The other guy says, my god, he's talking about changing himself. Truly the Sovrani ways are doomed.
Well, not necessarily ourselves so much as, you know...
Your sales pitch?
What was that, Sarah?
You don't have to change yourself in order to change your sales pitch.
Yeah, perhaps a slightly different approach.
Yeah, it was the word adapting that really set this guy off.
Yeah. Yeah, well, adapting doesn't necessarily mean betraying our culture. It simply means doing what we can to make ends meet and, you know, making our own... me about to fucking bust out the word products. And perhaps making our wares more, you know... I'm not going to say palatable. More relevant to
good night,
the
Skippy.
interest of yeah, good night.
Skippers.
More relevant to the interests of the people that are purchasing.
The guy who was bemoaning the Sovrani ways dying is basically like, oh my goodness, you've both been so influenced by this city, talking about products and profits, and our ancestors are turning in their graves.
Well, I'm not about to leave my people. I simply wish to make ourselves more, you know, I guess. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, writing is so much easier. More what? What is the word that I'm looking for? This sucks ass. I'm so bad at roleplay. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we can thrive instead of, you know, survive. And all cultures will inevitably change over time, no? I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I don't think that makes us less authentic.
Do even hear yourself. You barely sound like a Sovrani right now.
Ugh.
And the other guy is like, no, you have the right idea. And that is why one of these days you might never hear from me again.
Well,
hey, you should check these Funky Crunch guys.
no. Never. Oh my god.
Not yet. Soon,
The guy pats your arm and says, just be careful not to speak so brazenly about it, would you? It'd cause quite a mess if grandmother overheard us speaking like this.
Yeah.
We know that culture and family is like top priority for them, so
they're very much brought up to try and preserve their culture against all the influences of city life. Basically what you're doing is being like, imagine going to a Mennonite colony and being like, we should have cell phones.
Well, it's not like I'm saying we should have cell phones. It's more like, maybe we could cater ourselves a little bit more. Like if the Mennonites are selling like butter or some shit like that, then maybe, like instead of saying that like it's like old fashioned, maybe being like all natural, no preservatives,
Right.
no hormones.
Now, you know why they don't do that?
What? Why?
Because the entire reason that they are Mennonites is spiritual reasons. So you are effectively telling these guys, yeah, no, we should totally abandon our, our spiritual praxis in favor of becoming more like the city folk.
Yeah, but they don't sell their furniture on spiritual praxis.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, they don't put fucking crazy capitalist slogans on their furniture.
No, but it is... There's still... I mean... There's still a sales pitch attached to it. You know what I mean? Like, you can sell... It sells on the name of being, like...
So, funny thing,
and
I have actually sold Mennonite furniture. Because my dad used to own a furniture store. Typically, you're not dealing directly with Mennonites, and a lot of the time, the stuff is not actually made by Mennonites. It's like Mennonite-style furniture.
Yeah.
Right, but it's...
But, no, they actually do take care specifically not to be super commercial about it. Because commercialism is very much one of the big things that they're spiritually against.
Yeah.
Oh, one sec, my dog is reverse sneezing. Okay. I'm gonna go pet him.
Reverse sneezing?
Yeah, he does that. He was doing that while I was over. He just snorts.
He is a boy.
Little pig boy. That being said, some of the like authentic Mennonite furniture that we've had in, that shit is like the fucking Ferrari of furniture. Like, it's fucking insanely heavy.
Yeah, and you don't need to be, like, people know that, right? You don't have to be commercial about it for there
right,
to
but
be
the thing is,
that association.
They're not the ones doing the advertising on it, really. It's the middleman who's doing the check out this cool Mennonite furniture stuff. It's not the Mennonites themselves doing it.
Mm.
They're dealing with people who like specifically reached out to them being like, we want to sell your furniture. And the Mennonites are like, okay, we'll deal with you. After that, it's in your hands, whatever you do with it.
Hmm.
Well, while Wally's talking, can I go behind like a cart and transform or disguise self to look like a much younger dark elf?
Okay.
Maybe like in his teens or...
Yeah. So, as long as Wally still knows it's you somehow.
Yeah. I'll mind him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. True.
To his mind.
True. What's the plan here?
All right. I'm looking like a much younger, probably. Like still a kid. Like I wouldn't be considered an adult yet.
Okay.
It's
like a teenager.
Just about an adult. Like just turning into an adult. So I'll walk up and ask. Was there ever a time where we weren't trading or having to rely on the outside?
Greetings, the child shall die. What?
Oh shit!
Ominous first time chat.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Highly ominous.
Gee Willikers, Mister.
Oh yeah, get your puberty voice on.
Have there ever been an time when we haven't traded with the outside? Oh, jeez.
But haven't you been learning anything from the shamans? Of course. After our exile from Aridides, there were many hundreds of years where we simply wandered the desert. Nomadically following the trails of the worms. That was the height of Sovrani culture. When we originally founded this place, grandmother's house, and we followed the worms as they tilled, we were able to practice, and we had absolutely no engagement with outsiders.
Those are the great time.
Yeah, those were the days that we longed for. Good. It's good to see a youth appreciating that, as opposed to many of your kind lately who've been all about the amenities of the city.
So why aren't we doing that now? Why aren't we worming about?
Worming about?
Worming about.
Why aren't we worming about? They are really teaching youths nothing nowadays, are they? You know that the folks from the Heretic City and from the Black Scar have been interfering with the songs of the great land carvers, making it difficult for us to live our ways of life.
Oh. Why don't we just get at them? get at those folks.
I mean, we number in the thousands, but they number in the hundreds of thousands.
Whoa. Okay, I think that's a lot of good information. Okay, so we had to bring back the old worm glory days, fellas.
The old worm glory days. Okay. That's what it is, the old worm glory days.
No more need for slaves, just worms. That's all we need. When I retire, I'm gonna join these fellas. I'm gonna be a part. I'm gonna sneak in here. It's gonna be like me constantly having to disguise self every day. Okay. Oh, wait for Christine.
One of these days, somebody is gonna be like, I wonder whatever happened to that guy. I haven't seen him around ever since.
Warming it up. But yeah, I think after the dinner, I think we're good here. I think. See with Wally.
Wait, good here for what now?
Good. I'm good. I'm done talking with these fellas. I'm like, yeah, that's
right,
cool.
Right.
So, in that case, I guess dinner and then granny, but we'll see.
Yeah. You basically you have grandma and the ambassadors to deal with. Also, the hunt worked. There's just no message for joining one. There's only a message for the initial one.
Yeah.
The hunting is just a chat minigame for chat currency, so you can see how much honey you got. The hunting just has a chance to get you more honey.
Sorry, one sec. Let me just switch to my laptop because my dog doesn't seem to be doing too well. Like he's eating a lot of grass, so I'm guessing he's nauseous. So I'm just gonna go downstairs and sit on my laptop near him. BRB.
Why is he so nauseous? Poor Smokey. Maybe he ate some nasty pears.
Maybe. My boy grabbed like a couple of really nasty looking ones when I was there.
Why didn't you stop him?
I took him away when he wasn't looking.
So he fucking pulled a fast one on you?
I pulled the fast one on him, if anything. But like,
oh, I don't think you have enough honey to join the hunt because you're unranked. That might be why that didn't go off. But also, I think Streamlabs bot is like kind of fucking broken right now because of Twitch's API changes. So it's been fucking up my mini games a lot. Like anytime there's new users, I find that they aren't able to accrue honey. Because I think API changes and Streamlabs trying to phase out the bot.
Okay, hello.
Hello. Let me try something.
Eating grass like for the last like 5 minutes, so I'm like, holy shit, dude, and he's like frantically doing it, so I'm like, he's trying to like induce vomiting. I see.
There. Now you should be able to participate, so I guess you try starting the hunt. Oh, just talking to a chatter.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, if that works, then that's the issue. If not, then it is legitimately Streamlabs bot being shitty. Oh yeah, there you go. Now it works. So yeah, I guess you do need to have any honey to start a hunt, even though it doesn't have a cost. So at least there's that. Yeah, hopefully Smokers is doing okay.
Yeah, he's just in the backyard eating a bunch of stuff, just grass.
I noticed that he was very grass-eaty when I was watching him.
Yeah, but he started like reverse like hiccuping or something like that, and I'm like, oh, is he like hiccuping or whatever?
Yeah.
Or like sneezing or whatever,
Hairball.
and
That's what my cats do when they have a hairball.
yeah, so I was like, is he gonna yak or something? Like after like I took him outside, like he started eating a bunch of grass, and usually animals do that when they need to like,
Yeah.
get something out, so guess he's not feeling too well or something. But oh well. I'm downstairs with him to make sure I can monitor him.
Yeah.
Though I'm sure he'll be okay. I don't know, maybe the bananas were a little much for him. Because I gave him a little bit of a banana.
Oh no.
And usually he's fine with bananas.
Yeah, little banana boy. This fucking guy eats more, like, fruits and vegetables than any dog I've ever seen.
Yeah, he really likes it. But yeah, anyways.
So while you were away, Arugi disguised himself as a teenager.
Oh.
And came in and started being like, oh, hey guys, was there ever a time when things weren't like this?
Ew.
And it was gee whiz, gee willikers.
Yuck.
Why don't we go and fight the bad guys? We can relive our worm days.
Our glory worm days.
Okay. And what did they say?
They were like, dude, did they not teach you anything in school? Also, there's way more of them than there are of us.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
So was that a no?
Honey is
good information. That we use.
Honey is mainly just used for bragging rights to see who has the most honey. But also on nights where I'm not on call with other people, it's used to play sound effects.
Yeah, or you can like brag about me.
What?
To people.
Because she's honey. She's honey hitman.
Yeah.
Also, you're on the wrong Wally pick.
Yeah, I know. I need to switch it because I just opened up Roll20
Okay.
again.
Oh no, this is the new one. Oh wait, that's
No,
Twitch.
new one.
Yeah, is that one. But the sound effects... the sound effects are... They're just exclamation mark commands. There's a whole bunch of them, and you'll learn them from other chat members as you stick around. Basically, I make sure not to give any of them out. I just let people kind of learn them organically. seeing the ones that other people do, making it kind of like a community interactive game to learn all of the different commands that we've accrued over nearly 7 years of streaming.
I'll give you a cool command.
Oh yeah,
I would have given too.
Yeah, the ooh. Oh yeah, the wisdoms are available. You do the wisdoms. Everybody do a wisdom to get your fortune for the day.
Oh shit, okay, hold on.
Woo! Accurate.
Amazing.
Yeah, yours is Mullins. I think you need to leave.
Oh no! Big Pig can smell your berries.
That's it, I'm coming for him.
Sarah got my favorite one.
Make that a wisdom.
Yeah, people kept telling me, hey, make that a wisdom. And I was like, okay, enters the word that.
Jesus.
Let's see what I get. You know? Oh no! The unknown is giving me a leap.
Where's the pig?
You just say words sometimes.
Yes, what the
As he continues saying words. Anyway.
Okay. Oh, my phone just did a loud noise.
They've managed to make it 123 sessions without dying so far, so I think they're good.
Yeah, I think we're pretty pretty game, not gonna lie.
My squad, the characters I'm controlling, though.
They've been horribly maimed. Like, we've had characters lose limbs, we've had characters lose their noses, we've had characters lose their sanity, but it is very difficult for a character to actually die in 5th edition.
Mm-hmm.
This is session 123. If you don't believe me, you can check my YouTube channel where we have all the previous 122 sessions uploaded.
They're all like 5 hours.
Yeah, between 3 and 5 hours. Yeah, every single character here is still an OG character. They have survived 123 sessions.
Yeah. There's only one dude that like dropped out partway because I don't know.
That was like way early too.
He's not a D&D kid, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But aside from that,
this campaign's been going on for 3 years?
We didn't lose a character. We lost a player. Yeah, the session's been this campaign's been going on since 2018.
Wow,
Yeah, we started December 2018.
45 views 4 years ago. December 27, 2018 is when the first one was uploaded.
Yeah, so December 2018 is when we started this campaign. So we've been going for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have that exact number because I still have the first session just open in a tab.
Yeah, I guess for like a bit of a like recap of everything that has been going on so far, we're the Funky Crunch, we're a cool little guild, and we found out the world is ending. Because every like 1,000 or so years there's a phenomenon that happens called the blink, and basically this big weird thing in the sky does something that causes all intelligent life to just get like brainwiped.
Brainwiped. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Also, thank you very much for that follow.
Yeah. And then people would have to like rebuild on the blank slate of the previous civilization. So they'll find all of like the old what's it called? It's like the old tech and all that stuff, and they'll be like, oh my god, what is that?
Yeah, basically they're seeing their own technology after they get their memories wiped, being like, ancient civilizations must have left this. And meanwhile, they're just like holding their own computer.
Yeah. So, we're trying to prevent that from happening again, and we found a bunch of other similar monsters that basically keep us contained to one small part of the continent. So we're trying to now figure out a way to best those things, and we have a bunch of bio suits basically these like these monsters that we can wear.
You got
essentially,
a four-armed
and
narwhal.
yeah, like a four-armed narwhal and like all these cool little things, and they're called the Gravamen, and they wield like legendary weapons that we have to like reverse engineer from like old tech, and yeah, that's what we're doing. And we're also in the middle of a really weird like war. So there was like a thing like 100 years ago that what was it? The War
What,
of the
the War of the
Chains?
Chains? That's like background stuff though.
Yeah, that's background stuff, but it's, you know, we're still trying to like fuck around with like other things within the universe. So like there's right now we're talking to a civilization that is
basically these are a bunch of desert nomads whose life revolved around following sandworms around, because the sandworms would till the soil in order to make fertile soil. However, when the city folk learned of this, they were like, cool, we can use these sandworms to make our own farms. And they did so, kind of fucking up the lives of the desert nomads. So when the desert nomads pushed back, the city guys were like, no, we got like city technology, like laser guns and stuff, so you work for us now?
Yeah, similar to Dune.
Yeah, we've had a lot of Dune comparisons. Yeah, they are. Their situation is, I guess, at least comparable to the Fremen.
There's like those guardians, the magical radiation, another like secret lost civilization of people from before. They're like built with like genetic defect to like fall apart.
Eventually. Oh, okay. You're talking about the Kremians.
Yeah, the Kremians.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically,
there's a lot.
This is much more a sci-fi setting than a fantasy setting when it comes to it. So one of the major plot elements is these people called the Kremians, which actually came to this planet from outer space because they were genetically bred. They were created as artificial organisms that were designed to survive long trips in space. Basically, they were given no natural lifespan, so that they could be used as like spacefaring vessels, effectively. And a group of them freed themselves and managed to escape and crash landed on this planet where they've been living in secret for thousands of years. But no, we're most of us are actually up here in Canada.
I'm the only American here.
Yeah, we got we got Arugi, who's actually not too far from us. We're all in the EST time zone. Yeah, I mean, we can also be in your nightmares.
Boy, the Maryland boy.
Yeah, it's 12:38. We've actually only got about 20 minutes of campaign, or not of campaign, of session left in us. We're close to wrapping things up for the night for now. We're just figuring out plans. So I guess we could speed ahead to having dinner with the folks who you helped out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll worry about what to do about Grandmother and the ambassadors next session.
Yeah, okay.
20 minutes of campaign left. Sandworms show up.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so you can drag yourself back over to the resting area.
Wait, are sandworms intelligent? Do we know if sandworms are intelligent?
Depends on who you ask.
You're very smart creatures that know so much.
Because if they're smart enough, at least 3 int, I could mind worm it.
I'm pretty sure they have 1 int.
Shit.
Heckin' mosquito.
Yeah, they have 1 intelligence.
Damn.
Sandworm.
Something I could talk to Sandworm. That'd be cool.
The stat block for the sandworm is just a reused stat block for the purple worm.
Oh.
Because the sandworm that they have for 5e is from the Amonkhet setting, which was a Magic the Gathering setting, and all the creatures from the Magic the Gathering settings are just recycled stat blocks from regular 5e creatures, except for legendary creatures.
Okay.
The party is currently level 8.
I have a drawing of my character I've been updating every time we level up.
But after 123 sessions, we're level 8 because I'm not doing a what a lot of D&D campaigns will do is you'll level up really quick. You'll see characters getting strong very quickly. This
gods, basically.
Yeah. This campaign, the scope of it is a little different. This campaign actually has a lot more social stuff than most campaigns usually have, and a lot more kind of communicating and building up relationships of the group. So the focus isn't really on the individual power of the characters so much as it is on the influence of their organization.
Basically, our business is level.
Yeah, the business is leveling up more than the people, because this isn't like a high power campaign. It's more like a high tech campaign.
Yeah. We got like our farm. We got our bar, the rub and tug and chug.
Yeah,
we have the caravans.
Mostly us just looking for better and better resources to use.
Yeah.
Better and better peep fellows.
Yeah, we got the other Camp Croquill. Well, I'm very thankful. This is my first campaign.
Yeah, this is for a lot of folks here. Well, I guess, Honey, we've done previous campaigns, and Sarah, we've done previous campaigns together as well. But I've been DMing since I was a child. My dad actually used to play D&D in college, so he was the one who taught me how to DM. So I've been DMing for like 20 years now.
Yeah. It's kind of hilarious too, just because like I saw the call, it's like I've never played it, so I'm interested. I want to try it. Let's see how it goes. I didn't expect it to last this long, but man, it's been good. It's been fun.
Great adventure.
Yeah, I am the Goblin Ranger, which is funny just because the only reason I'm a goblin is because that'd be funny.
I can show you the world map real quick so that you can see all the so you can see all the adventures we've been up to across this vast Canem Sea. Oh, okay, that's not something you ever like to hear.
Oh no.
Boy, it'd be great if people could be normal about that. But yeah, so the adventure started here. Here's the home base here in Karemios. And the party has done business and adventures basically across this entire continent at this point.
Yeah, I think
visiting various major cities in each zone and whatnot. And we've made some incredible drawings.
I think I still like the Asquatch the most. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, the sexy Bigfoot, as Newfie Nate called it, and we have the naked man humping the skull.
I'd say we are a pretty famous party as well.
Yeah,
we're a group, pretty famous business.
Yeah, I mean, if they're talking about us in the middle of a desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for good reasons in the desert, since we want to disrupt their plans. But
yeah, right now the party is somewhere in the desert. They're not sure where. They basically had to disguise themselves as one of the desert caravaneers to get them to take them out to their secret base in the desert, which is why the party is currently schmoozing with these folks, pretending to be one of them. Speaking of, so you bring your prepared barley over to the resting area and put together a few dishes. You toast some barley in order to make something similar to an oatmeal to kind of take the place of rice in this meal. Additionally, you heat up some barley tea and dissolve some of your pemmican in it to make effectively a salted meat stew. Meanwhile, the two individuals here have been kind of making a dish, and what this dish is a combination of shredded cactus pads that have been made into kind of a facsimile of rice that has been garnished with a sauce made from spices and various pickled vegetables, including cabbage and carrots. And in order to kind of make something neat and presentable, they've taken a big fat juicy iguana's tail and kind of cut it up and laid it across the top of the rice dish.
Wow.
And that is the meal that all of you share.
Mm.
In terms of conversation, one of them says, "Thank you again very much for helping out my husband. It's a shame that he wasn't able to go and see grandmother to get a salve. She's been very busy lately dealing with the ambassadors. It's awful that they take such priority over us Sovrani people."
Yeah. Well, she does say that it is for our good, no? For our survival.
Yes, and we do defer to the wisdom of our elders. Say, this barley stuff has a lot of, well, flavor, more than I'm used to out of a lot of the grains that I've tried. Rice certainly has its distinct flavor, but this is very... How do I even describe this? The flavor is very northern.
Yeah, we hear it was brought from the north.
I doubt we'd be able to grow it here in these climates, but I wouldn't hate eating it again.
We do have some more that we've brought back, so...
You've already done so much for us. I wish there was something that we could do in exchange. We've honestly just met it. It's surprising that you've been so open and helpful to us.
Well, I don't know about... I can't speak for other people, but for me personally, I tend to be a little bit more of a giver.
Gotta help your brothers out.
Yeah, we gotta help family, do we not?
Indeed. Sorry, so many of us have become callous over the years in our dealings with the Heretic City or the Black Scar. It's quite often that people have become insular, solitary, prickly even. Surely we're becoming like the cactuses here.
Wally laughs.
Alright, so you, if there is anything that you want to ask, let me know. Otherwise, the conversation just continues pleasantly for as long as you're able to keep up your disguises, being mindful of that.
Yeah.
I just like every couple, I need to use the bathroom for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Go out, disguise self, come back.
Comes back looking fresher.
Yeah, looking fresh in like a
looking a
reset.
little better. Choky, are you okay? Oh, Choky. My beautiful dog. He seems to be better now. Okay. I don't know.
You know what's interesting? I don't think Streamlabs is actually updating people's hours.
Oh.
I think it's updating people's honey, but I don't think it's passively giving people honey, and I don't think it's updating people's hours.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you cannot fart in this chat.
I mean, you could fart physically, but sound effects are off right now anyway because I have people on call with me. But yeah, the Streamlabs bot is basically just broken. At least people can still hunt to gain honey, but people aren't getting like passive honey or hours over time, sadly. One of these days I'll find a new bot solution.
Okay,
anyway,
so
yeah, is there anything specific that you want to proffer to these guys, ask them or anything?
Not entirely sure. Is there, like, what could they tell us that we don't already know? Oh, I guess, so, you seem to have a house here. Are you more, like...
Well, this isn't their house.
Oh, I see. Oh, are we just in, like, the common area?
Yeah, most of the areas here where people are common areas.
Mm-hmm.
People don't seem to have their own houses so much.
Okay.
You made a bad ending.
Like, how did you two meet?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard to meet others when there's only a few hundred of us here. They go into a sentimental story about it.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be much of particular relevance in there.
Yeah. Okay, like, out of character. They, like, are there a lot of, like, couples and everything like that? Like, husbands and wives and stuff around?
Actually, yes, there are.
Okay.
In this place specifically, because this is the place where Sovrani children are raised, there tends to be a lot more couples. That being said, couples don't tend to exclusively raise their own children.
Yeah.
The children tend to be raised by the shamans a lot, who kind of act like they're teachers, teaching them the ways of the Sovrani.
Mm-hmm.
Children are they're a little more communally raised, but they do spend the most time with their biological parents.
Okay.
But compared to the other Sovrani that you've seen, for one, you've never seen Sovrani children before now, and for two, you haven't seen Sovrani couples before now.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how to, like, what to potentially ask them. So I was going to, like, originally I was going to say, like, oh yeah, I don't see very many couples around, like, like...
Yeah, but you do actually see a relatively high amount of couples here.
Yeah. Okay. So if that's not a line of questioning that we can do, I guess there was, like, their food that we could ask about. 'Cause, like, she mentioned that people haven't really brought back anything.
What do you want to ask specifically?
I don't know, like maybe saying something like, we haven't been back here in a while, so it would be nice to know the current state of affairs. Like, are there any like, it seems like there's, like, a deficit of, like, crops or something like that, or like food. Like,
yes, the variety of foods coming in have been rather little. Ordinarily, and as much as it pains me to say this, a lot of our food was, well, brought in from the Black Scar or from the Heretic City, as they've been using the land carvers to to increase their yields when farming. But it seems lately their focus has, shifted to other things. Demands for us to trade in hogs has been higher than ever. Not only that, but weapons as well. If I might make a judgment, even though I'm not necessarily experienced in their ways, it would almost seem as though they're preparing for something.
Preparing for something? Yeah, hogs in this case would be slaves that are butchered and sold for their parts. To,
there's an organization that's performing humanoid experiments, and they use the euphemism hogs to hide the fact that they're selling bodies effectively.
Yeah. The oxen are the able-bodied ones that work the farms.
Yeah, oxen are, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the more you know.
We've had a few hog squeezing incidents here on stream.
Okay. Yeah, what could they possibly be preparing for? What is there to prepare for? Oh, are they planning to go to war or something? Like,
that's the only thing that I can think of.
Well, I wonder what there would even be to war against.
I'm not certain of how politics are outside of grandmother's house.
Yeah. Right.
What else?
Squeeze my hog.
Right. Squeeze my hog.
Those kinds.
Yeah.
What kind of, weapons have they been asking for, if you would know?
It's beyond me, I'm sorry. I'm not exactly a warrior.
Yeah, no problem.
Have we seen where they've been making these weapons?
So there notably do not seem to be any smithies here at grandmother's house. So you're pretty sure that the weapons are made in Samaria that have been traded or caravanned anywhere by the Sovrani.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It seems as though the equipment that they themselves have gotten also comes from Samaria. It doesn't look like there are any miners here either. A lot of their gear is steel. It's not bronze or iron or obsidian like you've seen in a lot of other tribal towns. They are actually using honed steel, which tells you that a lot of their stuff actually does come from Samaria.
Yeah.
We could probably try to get in good graces with Grandma. See if we could get what's it called?
Yeah, man, I'm so nervous to do that, though. Because it's if we fuck things up, then we're not getting out of here.
I mean, you guys could probably get out. You guys could probably get out of here. As long as I could sneak onto an outward caravan, I could. Because right now, they only, if we were to show ourselves, it would only be whoever showed them.
Yeah.
And I could act as like a what's it called, agent, kind of like a espionage fella.
Yeah, we should probably also do something so that we can covertly see her.
I mean, the only people inside of that room is Grandma and the what's it called?
True, but she's also got 2 guards outside, and we can't just waltz in, right?
I think
you have to do it without the brackets.
Yeah.
People have been doing it, like just walking in there to seek audience with grandmother.
Do people do that?
Yeah, like that's the first conversation we listened into.
Yep, there are individuals who can go and consult with grandmother for their various problems. It's just that she has been very busy, partially because the ambassadors, whenever they come by, they have to be given priority.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon we could go, or I could go in there at least and try to negotiate.
Yeah. Logan also suggests, well, if we need to rush a meeting with her, perhaps you could disguise yourselves as the ambassadors.
That is true.
Yeah, true. Get priority. And
Maybe
then,
after
walk in and then reveal.
After they do their daily meeting, their once-a-day daily meeting, we could, and when they head inside their house, the moment they do that, walk out the corner of their house and
say like, sorry, we forgot. There was something we forgot to discuss.
Yeah.
Another moment,
Perfect.
if you please. Yeah. And were they talking to her in like common or in like?
Right. So notably, the Durgar was able to speak Undercommon with her. However, the High Elf was not, and so they ended up switching to Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, Robitussin.
The Duergar also speak Elvish.
No. Speaking Undercommon.
Well, you don't know if he can speak Elvish or not, but notably, the Sovrani language isn't exactly Undercommon. It's an offshoot of Undercommon that just shares a lot of similarities. Yeah, it's like a dialect of Undercommon.
Okay. But it seems like Granny can understand Elvish, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
We also got tongues.
Yeah. But like Wally could potentially like speak to her in Elvish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Wally. Yeah. Wait, does Wally have Elvish? I thought Wally had Sylvan.
I think he has Sylvan.
Yeah, Sylvan is Sylvan is like archaic Elvish.
Ye olden.
Yeah.
I could also speak directly into her mind and have.
He has Draconic. He can speak.
That.
He can go. Rah, rah.
I find it really funny that for some reason Wally just decided to take dead languages. It's like Wally comes in being able to speak ancient fucking Latin and fucking like old with an E English.
Yeah, but is that not like the most like scholarly thing that a scholar can do? Be like, yes, I learned these dead languages so that I can read old texts.
Yeah. Old English with an E is basically Dutch. Like my dad can almost read it.
Oh.
Because of how close it is to Dutch.
Okay, excellent.
Very cool.
So, I don't know, did we want to do this now or next time?
Probably next time, because it's 1 a.m. and me and Sarah gotta go out tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got big grandma dialogue tomorrow.
So, well, not tomorrow, but next week.
Yeah, next week.
Not tomorrow.
Next week.
I'm thinking, next time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we're going to start wrapping up for now. So as usual, you can use the Discord chat to plan things, plan your approach to taking on the conversations with grandmother and potentially dealing with the ambassadors, what disguises you're going to use, etc. Just kind of think about that over the week so that we can hop right into it at the beginning of next session.
Hopefully we get our boys out of the cages soon. They've been in there for 2 sessions now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have we been working the fields at all, at least, or nah?
What was that?
Have we been working the fields at all, or nah?
No, not yet.
We're just in there.
Yeah, you haven't slept here overnight yet.
It's,
or I should say overday.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. You're close to daytime. It's almost daytime. People are like getting ready for bed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Also notably, the high elf, not used to the nocturnal lifestyle.
Very
the door guard seems totally fine with it. The high elf ambassador, not digging it.
Yeah.
Quick question: do they
What's
have
up?
a door?
Huh?
The high elf and door guard.
Yeah, they have a door.
Okay, just
Okay.
opening. I want to make sure.
Yeah. All these buildings do have doors for the most part.
Yeah, so it's like the sandstorms come by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I figured. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, it's just some buildings, the entrances are literally just carved into the rocks like caves.
Gotcha.
Even those ones will often have like a little deeper inside. They'll have a curtain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna warm it up.
But yeah, we will be back with more D&D next week. Saturday is going to be the continuation of this. So join me again, maybe tomorrow night. Tomorrow we might be doing some more surreal game dev streams, depending on when we get home from Sarah's birthday shenanigans. We'll see if
It's not going to be late.
Yeah, but we'll see if I have energy after everything.
Yeah.
And then Monday should be stream on Honey's channel. Do you feel like doing more art or more Steins?
I'll see. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, well, we'll see what ends up happening. And then because I wasn't able to stream on Friday because my brother was visiting, we're going to do the finale for Etrian Odyssey on Tuesday.
We've done the finale 4 times.
Well,
now.
we've done the semi finale a few times. The finale was supposed to be Friday for sure, but I couldn't stream Friday. But yeah, Tuesday will for sure be the finale of that, and then Wednesday we'll see what we end up feeling like doing for multiplayer, and that means Thursday I should be starting Disco Elysium.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have to give that game a try. It looked cool.
Yeah. And that'll take us into Surreal Season.
On Thursday, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Okay, good.
Chat, I'm looking forward to this because I don't know much about Disco Elysium, but from what I've seen, I'm looking forward to hearing Tayo voice it.
Yeah, hopefully my voice is better by then, and I don't have this fucking throat problem. So that I can do drunk cop voices. But yeah, look forward to all of that coming up. And so on and so forth. But yeah, let's end the night by throwing out a raid.
Yeah.
Blip, there we go. Tonight we are going to go over to... let's go over to... Pato Fry, who's doing some art.
Nice.
We like art. Art's cool.
There we go. So jump into Pato Fry's chat, throw some bears down, say I'm coming to duck you up, and I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Monday, and if not Monday, Tuesday for sure. But yeah, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good night. Thank you to all my players. Have a good night, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye. See you. Good night. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.